Yes. So, protesters, people don't protest for inside northern Nigeria. And waiting be the bane of their protest. Then they ask President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Oga, leave the judiciary alone. Leave the judiciary alone. This one, waiting make them they protest this protest. Now, because of the fear or waiting in the talk, say now plot or plan to oppress opposition parties. That is to scuttle all the opposition, to wound all the opposition. So because of that one, Northerners are entering inside their streets, protest. Tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, leave opposition alone, leave the judiciary alone, because for their mind they say in they use the judiciary against the opposition political parties. But that's not even all. I'll show you that matter. That's not all, because talking about oppression, if you see the way we be say what waiting may happen for inside our country concerning security agencies and oppressing individuals, waiting you think say they happen. Typical example now the justice clerk situation where EB say they not finally hand them over to the DSS, and the DSS said in their arena say if they stop, if he say it won't incite public violence and be all of those kind of things. You see waiting to happen for inside this country. This na person where EB say open my talk say we need better welfare for our military, because on our lies say that they give them better welfare according to what's in the BC they happen. But if you see the way they handle people protesting about it today, you'll be shocked. That's not also all. NDC and litigation. Did I tell you yesterday that somebody came out and said, oh, they will carry NDC go court. They must take NDC to court because of the way they use a register NDC. This one and that one. Well, the man still continue to talk, continue to talk. He said he must carry NDC go court. Nothing no go make carry NDC go court. And that in Ado, if Val say he go carry NDC to court, say because of the way they use register them, say they no register well. But people don't they talk, say, excuse me, which one be this one again? However, Syria Kedixon and the NDC generally don't respond to that. And that's a part of the things ABC also bring to your domot. As when they talk about NDC, so for inside Kano State. NDC for Kano State don't talk, say, we not go come out our structure leave for Konkoso. We not go collapse our structure for Konkoso. I see not enter a party for NDC, make you go find your own structure. And people say, now, wow. On a like, on a change for this country, where all of these issues and more now want to talk about today. Welcome to Updates with Pressure. It's a beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things that happen for the country. Sincere apologies. Say, I know they as optimal as I suppose they initially. God, I had a very, very terrific weekend, and things just happened that threw me off balance. But I appreciate you guys. I'm back. I'm better. And of course, tomorrow promises to be a better day. However, let's get the conversation going on. Because of the uncertainty of my being here today, I don't get guests, but it promises to be an awesome conversation. As I said yesterday, it's going to be an open mic. Let's all of us talk about it. Waiting we think about waiting they happen for inside the country. But before then, make a rush through some things that they happen for inside the country. Now, as you get to do with Obi and Kwankwaso, Ado vows to challenge NDC registration in court. I go challenge NDC. Meanwhile, Supreme Court nullified both PDP conventions, that is both Wike faction and Turaki faction. So anybody where they make mouth, na isabi. Or make we go into other issues. We won't surrender party structure to Kwankwaso, Kanu NDC chairman. Now in the talk that one. Bandits kill one kidnapped couple in Niger attack as villagers repel separate raid. Kanu court sentences man to death by hanging for murder. And Turaki-led PDP faction releases 2026 primaries timetable, pegs presidential forms at 100 million naira. On a serious edition, 100 million. NDC, don't make this mistake. Oh, I beg you people, NDC, don't make this mistake. I beg. Show say on a truly day people centric. Meanwhile, Wike picks Alabo George for Rivers governorship. Okay, we're gonna leave me. 2027, Igbo group vows to ensure only credible candidates are elected. And I'm not happy Peter Obi Kwankwaso left. It's a setback. ADC spokesman, I need to talk this one. I'm not happy Peter Obi and Kwankwaso left. It's a setback. Tinubu-led APC destroyed Labour Party. NNPP, Buba Galadima, I need to talk that one. NDC has zoned presidential tickets to South. Buba Galadima, I talk this one. 2027, follow us to NDC to unseat APC and APC government. Buba Galadima see the talk. He still talk more. He say APC is allergic to competition. See, then get phobia for competition. At the same time, Buba Galadima talk. Well, let's move on to other issues quickly. Let's see. Talking about CBN reacts to CBN's new bank charges in Nigeria. Customers react to CBN new bank charges in Nigeria. I don't tire for charges. It's always one charge or one billing or the other in Nigeria, but no good governance. I wish these charges and these billings, they come with good governance. But single they pay and with in mind this sweet. I better make a come on my mind for that one. Okay, so I've not invested single naira, dollar. Femi Otedola speaks on funding Dangote refinery. But going back to politics, about a crisis, lifting of curfew, nothing to celebrate. Lawyer makes demands from Governor Wayforo. And then gunshots as protesters invade Cross River State Government House over death of students. Kaduna inaugurates disarmament, demobilization, reintegration committee to enhance security. Disarmament, demobilization, reintegration committee to enhance security. That is to say, bottom line, we go to disarm the people, them, the bandits and terrorists who carry gun, and we can't demobilize them, they will can't reintegrate them into the society for them to be born again. They no go do bad thing again. Well, NDA to conduct range exercise warns residents not to panic over gunfire. I feel bad. Two suspects admit knowledge of plots to overthrow Tinubu in failed coup. 2027, anywhere P2B goes, we follow. Isaac Fire, she knocks critics. So, you know, concerning a bandits kill one kidnapped couple, I told you already. Kanu Court, I told you what happened. EFCC arraigns lawyer over alleged 91 million land fraud in Enugu State. Court jails man 6 months over 1.34 million fraud in Borno State. Troops kill 2 suspected terrorists in Zamfara State. Winsome destroys homes in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. That's about it on this paper, but we could just quickly move to another paper, sharply. NDC updated earlier application. Ignore propaganda, Dixon tells Nigerians over impending litigation. Say more can not mind people who carry propaganda, they update all the work they're supposed to, they update their registration. In fact, insane the person will be saying they very thorough. And he no get any reason not to do in due diligence. But then again, this is Nigeria. You see, that is why Nigerians are worried, because they know, say, anybody will won't do anything, if you take advantage of anything, just define small loophole. Especially when you see some people kind of feel like, say, the what did they call them? The judiciary, no be something we say them fit to trust like that. And that's where the crisis is and the problem is. And Nigerians are really very worried. Our judiciary and waiting to be say them go fit trust if they say make carry matter the enter court. But make I quickly give you updates or breakdown of waiting to be say Ogasiri Dixon talk. Because he did respond to that issue. Let's see what he said very quickly. So he said, I thank Nigerians across all parts of our country for their growing support and confidence in us and in the NDC. Now, that trust has been the most important currency driving the party from its early days up until now, especially with the recent addition of my 2 distinguished colleagues. What we are witnessing is a powerful convergence. My role as a party organizer and builder, alongside 2 political heavyweights with immense grassroots support, popularity, and political experience, as well as several other leaders in their own right across the country, all coming together under one platform. Now, as I have consistently stated, our goal in the NDC is to build an ideological political party. That is the first time when Nigeria will get political party, we get ideology. And we see they try to talk because they say the rest of the party, they don't get ideology. One that can be compared to the ANC in its finest years in South Africa, as well as established political parties across Europe, America, India, and even the Communist Party of China. Now, in terms of stability, structure, and the ability to endure beyond its founders, for generations to come. So, and then he did say the NDC is a party with a special place for young people and women, one that prioritizes mentorship and prepares citizens for service. It is designed to serve the people, not just the big, strong, and powerful, but also the ordinary and the vulnerable. For the record, the annexures show that we initiated the registration process for the NDC as far back as 2017. So no be now they start to register them at 2017. And that INEC granted approval at that time before the process was halted. Now, when party registration resumed last year, we revisited and updated our earlier application. The other document shows a Google search we conducted on February 3, 2017, while searching for the appropriate V sign as the party logo. He said, with my experience in politics, I am fully aware that an ambitious project of this nature will attract distractions, like the person of Aduna, we say go carry them go court, rumors, gossip, propaganda, and even blackmail. These are all parts of the terrain that we are used to. I therefore urge Nigerians to discountenance and ignore such propaganda about the NDC or any of its leaders and remain focused on the bigger picture. I call on Nigerians to join the NDC, register, participate, and contest elections. Together, let us reclaim and rebuild Nigeria. And that's how you talk. I mean, you can see the letter, the write-up he put up. And let me quickly also show you the letters that he referred to, and the V sign he also referred to is in the completed version of that. So you can see that. That's what he said. However, this one, no, they unconnected. We're waiting to say, a leading promoter of the All Progressive, All Democratic Congress, ADA. He be promoter of ADA, but in the against NDC. Now, Dr. Umar Ado, he has vowed to challenge in court the registration of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, alleging that the party's recognition by the Independent National Election Commission, INEC, was flawed and did not follow due process. Speaking at, I think, Trust TV, he said the legal action would also cover any other political party that, in his view, failed to meet statutory requirements but was still registered by the electoral body. And many will want to ask, oh God, do what's be your problem really? You did ADA. What's concern you concern another party? If they no register them well and they no meet, not be INEC, the same INEC we won't carry go courts now. Now the same INEC register them. The same INEC may supposed to be defendants. Somehow you go make INEC and both the NDC defendants. So INEC now go mumu like this, they no go deliberately register a political party well. Or who send you? Who they push you? That and what's in Nigerians they talk, not be made they talk. That's a reaction since if they say in gets this interview. Now the ADA is one of 171 political associates that applied to INEC for registration ahead of the 2027 general elections. So in February 2026, INEC announced that only 2 associates were registered as political parties. The Commission Chairman, Professor George Amukuto, said Democratic Leadership Alliance, DLA, emerged as one of the registered parties, while the NDC was registered following a court order. So because I think court was trying to give them issue, and then eventually they said they should register them. So he said, Amokwisa said the associations were assessed in line with sections 222 and 223 of the 1999 Constitution. However, Ado rejected the explanation, insisting that the NDC did not go through the official screening and application process. The Nigerian Democratic Congress obtained registration without properly applying. It did not meet the requirements set by law or INEC guidelines. Now, waiting Ado the talk. So say it will carry this NDC. We just open now. This NDC of yesterday now. Say it will carry them go court. And people are not afraid of them taking NDC to court and understanding that if INEC go be fair party, then go fit defend their actions in recognizing the NDC and all of those. But a lot of people define say, hey, this one will be don't go the NDC. Could it just be an avenue to Konkokuma make could be partyless again? Because according to waiting people don't they talk, say everything and all the drama where they happen since for politics now to ensure say Obi no be contestant for the 2027 election. And now one of the reasons we're making say in leave ADC be that. You don't leave ADC now. The NDC now where you don't go now. And this oga do now don't carry wahala come say you go make sure say you go carry them go courts. People again are not scared of whether NDC did the right thing or not. Just like Syria Kedixon don't come and say they do the right thing, but people fear now on the fairness of the judiciary for inside all of this matter. So you see the problem. The matter be all this one. So I'll make a quickly continue to give on our headlines of other things that happen for inside our country quickly. US Supreme Court restores access to abortion pill. Well, that one consigned them for US there. Alleged money laundering. Court remands former Skybank chairman Ayini in court. White House locked on lockdown after shooting near Washington. This shooting don't be serious too much. My people wait in America, what's up now? Waiting on God do not do now. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have here again. PDP will produce next president. Mike indeed he talked to some. Yeah, not be the coalition. I thought you guys had a coalition in Ibadan. It's not coalition now again. It's not PDP. One. Chinese firms to operate Warri Port Harcourt refineries, NNPC. Make the operator make it work. If the operation go make them work. Okay. Let's see what we have here left. Let's quickly move on. Now, moving on to other stories very quickly. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, Tinubu is main nomad in Nigerian politics. Professor Udenta blasts frequent foreign trips, fires back at Onanuga over Peter Obi. So let me quickly give you this. Professor Udenta has criticized Tinubu over his frequent foreign trips, describing him as the main nomad. That is, person we no get place where they stay. You know, go here and go here, as in copy to be nomad. That he's the main nomad in Nigerian politics, while reacting to recent remarks by Onanuga against Peter Obi, moving, of course. Now, Udenta makes the remarks during a television interview shared widely on social media yesterday, Sunday, after Onanuga referred to Peter Obi as political nomad following his departure from the ADC to NDC. Now, in the interview clip, Udenta said Tinubu's repeated trips outside Nigeria had introduced what he called nomadism into the country's political culture. It's a nomadism. Ew. Okay. Arguing that the criticism directed at Obi was misplaced. Now, Tinubu is the main nomad in Nigerian politics, he said. If anybody has institutionalized nomadism in our politics, that is, institutionalized no getting a home where you stay permanently, it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through constant traveling outside the country without proper explanation. Now, the academic and political commentator said political parties and alliances naturally evolve ahead of elections, especially as opposition figures reposition themselves for the 2027 presidential contest. Now, he urged that Obi's movement across political platforms should not be treated as unusual in Nigeria's political system, where politicians frequently change alliances in pursuit of electoral opportunities. Onanuga had earlier criticized Obi after reports emerged that the former Anambra State governor had left ADC amid fresh coalition talks involving opposition figures across different parties. Now, the president's aide, Bayo Onanuga, I think I told you guys yesterday, criticized Peter Obi, call and normal. Now, Udenta, however, dismissed the criticism and accused members of the ruling camp of focusing on opposition movement instead of addressing governance or governance concerns and insecurity across the country. In fact, obviously, don't tell Tinubu, come back to your home. Where you go, Oga? Come back to your home. Come back. Come make it settle within the happen for inside your country. Your country need you. They need you well, Oga. Come back home. They need you for your country. Come on. It's more like you're speaking to the fingers. Now, World Bank selects Abia State for $700 million water infrastructure project. That's now the news. People say, should they be happy about this? And why Abia State will say they won't pull this project? Leave Judiciary Alone. Northern protesters challenged Tinubu over planned deregistration of opposition parties. So moving on with this, let me quickly throw some light on this. So scores of people from northern Nigeria gathered in Abuja today, Monday, to protest against moves to deregister several opposition political parties and what they described as interference in works of courts. They say they interfere for court work and they won't deregister political parties from inside Nigeria. So say them, they no go agree. Now, the demonstrators who identified as concerned northerners or concerned northern Nigeria stakeholders marched from the National Assembly area to the Federal High Court in Wuse. Now, they carried placards and chanted slogans calling for the protection of democracy in Nigeria and end to actions they believe target smaller parties ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, one message on a placard reads, "Leave the judiciary alone." Others included, "No opposition, no election," and calls for Tinubu to allow the courts to operate without pressure. Let the courts breathe. So the protesters accused government of using the Attorney General of the Federation to push for the removal of parties through the legal system. Now, the case in question involves a suit filed by the National Forum former legislators by the Federal High Court. The action seeks to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission to deregister the African Democratic Congress, Accord Party, Action Alliance, Action People's Party, and Zenith Labour Party. At that time, NDC never follow for inside the equation. Maybe to say they remember, so before going NDC, they will put NDC for inside this equation, because at some point the Attorney General himself, now even con the, push the matter. Now people come, they say, "Okay, Attorney General, you are the Attorney General of the Federation, not for Tinubu or not for APC. So why shouldn't you be neutral in this case?" Now, lawyers say these parties have not met requirements set out in Constitution for continued registration. The Attorney General of the Federation has backed the push for deregistration. In back the push, they made them deregister these parties. That means if all things they equal, ADC would be deregistered. ADC will not be in the ballot in 2027. Now, hearing in the matter was set for Tuesday, May 5th. So tomorrow, now we're going to, protesters said the timing of the case raises questions about fairness in the political space. How on a go on do this one at this time? Which time they will get to finish all this litigation before they come begin do their work then? Now, they argue that removing these parties would limit choices for voters and weaken the democratic process. Some speakers at the protest told journalists that northern communities want all parties to compete freely without what they see as attempts to clear the field. Now, a video from the scene showed the group moving along, I think along the road, while security officers monitored the situation. No reports of violence emerged during that demonstration. So that no go talk say they don't come bring scatter scatter. Political observers noted that the deregistration debate has gained attention as parties prepare for the next election cycle. Supporters of the smaller parties say survival depends on meeting strict criteria around membership, structure, and performance in past elections. Now, critics of the suit claim it forms part of a broader effort to shape the political landscape. Now, the Federal High Court had earlier adjourned related proceedings, with the latest development keeping focus on outcome of Tuesday's hearing. Protesters said they would continue to watch events closely and would respond to any ruling that affect the registration of these parties. And say make it no be like say I talk to myself alone, make a show na evidence, make gonna see how that protest use go down today. Take a listen.
The emerging pattern of action points unmistakably towards a dangerous drift into authoritarianism. If unchecked, this will not only erode constitutional order, but also threaten national unity and stability. No opposition, no credible election. Election without credible oppositions are nothing more than state exercise democracy, demanding fairness, openness, and equal opportunity for all political actors. Number 6, the Attorney General of the Federation must be neutral. He is not serving an individual. He is not serving the president alone. He is serving the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is being paid by Nigerian resources, and he is working for the Nigerian. He has to respect the dignity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Office of the Attorney General of the Federation must remain firmly anchored in neutrality and the rule of law. It must not be weaponized for political ends. Neutrality is not optional. It is constitutional duty. Nigerians are watching. Nigerians are watching the judiciary. Nigerians are watching the Attorney Generals of the Federation action. History will judge him. History will judge him. The judiciary, Nigerians are watching you. To the judiciary, this is a defining moment. History is recording your conduct. Any surrender of judicial independence, whether through pressure, technicalities, or expediency, will have profound consequences. It will weaken the rule of law, embolden impunity, and destroy public confidence in justice. Warning of misuse of technicalities and parties delisting. We are alarmed by the move suggesting the use of technicalities and administrative maneuvering to weaken or delist political parties, particularly those whose strong roots in the northern Nigeria.
Okay. All right. So you don't see part of except from that protest and part of their demand and waiting make them talk within then they talk. What's your thought on it really? I'd really love to take your thoughts and reaction on that issue. A lot of people don't talk this on before. People don't talk and say, waiting make it be say the opposition really they concerned about ensuring say they do away. So the ruling party, why didn't they concerned about ensuring say they do away with opposition politicians or politics for inside Nigeria? What is really going on? Why is it impossible for them to allow opposition to thrive? That's a question where BC people they ask, because people those talks they don't come they like say don't they become unbecoming as they get to do with waiting they happen for inside Nigeria and elections for inside Nigeria. Why don't you just allow political parties breathe? Excuse me, and do what they should do. While others are saying that even what Tinubu is doing is part of politics itself. Do you get the point? Yes. Other people are saying that anything you can do. I mean, we heard somebody coming here on Saturday tell us that all is fair in war, right? That waiting Tinubu did and waiting the BC people could do all over the world to make sure they can scuttle opposition. So nothing the bad there. There's nothing there. It is normal. But people are others, while others are also saying that it is cowardice, it's an act of cowardice if you fail to let others rule. In fact, how can you call yourself a Democrat when you don't want, when you're destroying the democratic structure by scuttling the opposition, by making sure the opposition no breathe? So if you don't let opposition thrive, then waiting be the Democrats in you. You know what people when they call them saying an act of cowardice, they talk say if you believe yourself where it sure say it sure you die, say be that jagaban where you call yourself, hold a free and fair election. Let Nigerians choose by themselves their own jagaban and who they know where they work for them. Because if you don't decide a free and fair election, then that means you deliberately just want to make yourself an emperor. And that's not in accordance with democracy. So you see different strokes of different folks. But I'm here to bring you all of that, Jays. By the way, we'll be opening phone lines shortly so that I will take on through all the things where we say, I will take your reactions all through the things where they happen. But going back to some other stories, because I'd like us to finalize on the stories that we get and waiting they happen for inside Nigeria. So going back to more issues very quickly, let's see what we have here. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. I just saw something that got me. My cannot not go leave our president for us. I don't know what's in our president do my cannot. Obedient movement dumps ADC, direct members to join. Obedient movement dumps ADC, direct members to join NDC after Peter B's defection. Terrorists abduct 2 IBDC staff from Ogun attack. Ogun Hill, just so you know. Even if Peter Obi moves to NAFDAC or LASMA, I will still follow him. We believe in him, not any party. Isaac Fayoshe declares, you guys will not stop. 2027 Ekiti APC governorship, Oyebanji threatens to sack political appointees who fail to deliver polling units for him. Tinubu at all costs. So if you know deliver polling units for him, for Tinubu, no matter what's happen, Ogbeni, your own don't finish. You don't have it. You must ensure that you deliver polling units for Tinubu and for him. And people are saying that, is this the democracy we all signed up for? Not democracy, but it's not the democracy we talk about with this. You force your staff, if they don't do it in a BC they're supposed to do for you, or then go force people to vote for you. Is it not your works that should speak for you? Not be the work where you do go speak for you. Well, moving on to other issues very quickly. Yes, Nigerians, he said Nigerians are not angry enough. Today, it's justice. Tomorrow, it could be your relative activist, Mama P, and others, goes emotional as DSS brings dehumanizes justice crack or dehumanized justice crack to court. And it's really such a pity. This is such a painful scenario. Well, yeah. Emotions ran high as Nigerian activist Precious Uruche, known as Mama P, today Monday broke down in tears while operatives of the Department of State Services DSS presented detained activists, popularly known as Justice Crack, in court. Now, the Department State Services DSS today arraigned the activist Justice Mark Chidibere before the High Court in Abuja over allegations of incitement. Immediately after the arraignment on Monday, the activist was taken back into DSS custody, raising fresh concerns about his continued detention. Now, the courtroom was reportedly packed with security operatives and observers, while journalists were prevented from gaining access over the proceedings. So, activists and some of the Take It Back movement that shall raise guys staged a protest outside the court, demanding the immediate release of the blogger. Protesters chanted solidarity songs and called on authorities to free him, release Justice Chidibere. Some of them said, you see, the site I saw today, I was too weak for Nigeria. Let me show you some of those. Please take it.
Everybody wants to carry. Nobody can talk. Kill everybody. Kill everybody. One of us die. Kill us, one of us die.
This is so sad. This is extremely sad, but this is not even all. I mean, more also did happen. I don't know if I can get all of those footages, but let me see if I can get it.
We now go green. We now go green. Free justice crack. We now go green. Free justice crack. Free justice crack. Free justice crack. Nigerian is free. Free justice crack. The excess let them go. People are free. Free justice crack. 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 Free justice crack.
A very close one. What's this crap? Are you doing? Very good. Well, you don't reduce it.
It's even how he's taking things very lightheartedly, and it makes me very teary that anybody is going through this in Nigeria. And come to think of it, what's actually being seen? The only scene when comment na say some military officers or the security agencies come out, come talk about how they take care of the welfare of Nigeria, of their staff, or their what did they call up officers. And I mean, there was talk about the welfare of the what did they call them, the security agents. And amidst all of that, he got, of course, a tip-off from security agencies, which show them their food, a picture of their meal, and talking about their welfare. This one starts when Soldier Boy, they even talk to their salary and 190, they buy their food, they buy their stuff. And then that is all the offense he committed. And he's been this tortured. See the way he's lost weight. How many people go feel endure the kind of thing we don't go through? So his only sin is calling for the security agencies or reporting that the security agencies they give proper welfare to our soldiers when they fight, they die for security, for us to secure our lives. Demanding that they should be better taken care of. That is to demand for welfare of soldiers. The same security operatives now hold them like this, torture them, detain them. I don't know if you understand the drama. The same people will be say if they fight for, now torture them, hold them like this. I don't understand what's wrong with us in this country. Like, I don't even get it. Nigeria could just make you cry, could just make you mad. So so if you hold the military officer, because they say not only him, and they say they don't also arrest some of the military people, the ones that gave him tip off and all that. Okay. So if you hold the military officers because you feel that they break on a rule for inside military by divulging information where they're not supposed to divulge and all of that. This one, Uncle, what's in being crime? Did he say Nigeria should scatter? Did he say government should I? He just said they're not taking care of our security agencies. And it's a sin to say that. And it's a sin to say that. I don't understand though. This country, if they explain it to you, you understand there. I just feel like crying. Because this could be anybody. It could be anybody. Tell me what's in it. Say this boy don't talk now. We VDM never talk. Martin Sose, Shawore never talk, or any other person never talk, including Peter Aka and the Precious Oruche way they here. What's in him do now? Okay, on say in just get exclusive from the soldiers. Then why not hold the soldiers that you broke your rule? Since now them the association or the cult of security. Now then break the rule. So why not hold the soldiers? Even as bad as that is, because the same way be say they get poor welfare, they treated unfairly, no get right again to talk about in unfair treatment. So even why that one is bad enough, why not hold those ones? Why what's in exactly this young man do? What's in exactly him do? I feel so sad for Nigeria, honestly.
We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. Call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. Let them call the minister. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. Nigeria, we want to see the minister. If you're in Abuja, come outside. If you're in Abuja, come outside. They must free Justice Crack. Ingo going south. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. We are going to see the minister. And none of the injustice. If you thought of the idea, go put that inside your eye. If you try, go put that inside your eye. Try on now. Try on. Try on. I tell you to put inside your eye. Come near me now. Come near me. Don't go and me kill you. We want to see the minister. We want to see the minister. God punish you. God punish you.
It's okay, madam. You will see the minister. It's okay, madam. Don't go like this.
We want to.
I really feel like crying, honestly. I'm so, I know, and I even did speechless. Now, let me show you the part that really gets me rattled or worried. So, Shawore eventually tried to speak to our Minister for Justice, will be the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, will be the Attorney General of the Federation, the person who is in charge of the law for Nigeria. Here is what's transpired in their conversation.
That's my own decision. I won't ask anybody to go and do what. No, it doesn't run like that.
But you know, as the Minister of Justice, it's your duty to do justice from wherever you are. Whether you are in Paris, because you are the Minister of Justice of the Federation of Nigeria, you are the Attorney General of the Federation. If it warrants that you take a decision that saves someone's life, are you saying you will not take decision because you are not in town?
This one does not affect, when you talk of life, everybody is like, even breathing and everything is life. You understand what I'm saying? But on this occasion, I don't see the need for it to take any decision under pressure, merely because I've heard one side, I've not heard the other side. So you have to wait till Wednesday, if need be. That's my decision. I'm sorry, Mr. Shawore.
Well, we disagree with you, Minister, but I've heard you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you.
So on Wednesday, we'll send a delegation. I'm not coming because I don't need to come and drink tea in the Ministry of Justice. I want to focus on mobilizing people And if they don't do what is right,
Thank you for what you've said. To give the minister benefit.
that's 48 hours. Yes.
That's 48 hours. The minister benefit of that.
Well, he said 10 o'clock Wednesday we should come and meet him. Yes. And have they filed the bail application?
I think we'll have to get that.
All right, let's go.
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Also, you are coming on.
Revolution! Revolution!
All right. So why Shawore tried to do this and try to get the Attorney General of the Federation to consent his release on bail and all that. Now here is now people will be saying them be civil society organization berating Shawore for doing that. Listen to the accent of the man. Hear the name of Justice Crack. Listen to the accent of the man. Where they berate Shawore.
Again at work. So he himself knows what he's doing. He knows the target of what he is looking for. Okay, he knows the target of what he is looking for. So I believe the security agencies are well equipped to know how to calm them down, because what he is mobilizing is not for the interest of Nigeria in this case. I'm not saying in all cases of what he's doing, but in this particular case, insecurity is dangerous. You can see where a mother lost the son and is crying, carrying a dead son. All her hope was on, and then somebody is gingering such. The need for such to be neutralized by all means is accepted. So, well, I don't support his going for this thing, and I know that the security agencies know how to tackle such issue. Misinformation is very dangerous. Misinformation is even more dangerous than some people carrying arms. Now, if you look at it, when the people don't understand what is going on, and like some issues where people listen on radio that you should do go into certain kind of activities which they are not properly informed about, they go out as a mob and cause havoc. So the best way to nip such in the bud is to not neutralize in the sense of killing, but neutralize in the sense of withholding such a person and educating him more to understand before he's released back into the society. So anything that will stop this insecurity, anything that is fueling the insecurity that can be uprooted, is accepted by all of us. If any of us have been a victim of this insecurity, you will fight, you will do anything it takes to make sure that it doesn't continue. So anybody that is a social activist that doesn't know his onions is not supposed to be let loose on the Nigerian.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what the man said? Now here is Shawore from Osun State, from Ondo State, a Yoruba man fighting for an Igbo young man who people believe has been detained unjustly for speaking up for security agencies. And here is his fellow Igbo brother saying that whatever way, anything with security fee do to keep him so that we no go jeopardize our security. I'm tired. God help my sanity. I'm tired. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. The Nigerian situation is so pitiable. It's okay. Since the soldiers themselves are not permitted to speak about their condition because of the oath they swore, so even Nigerians who feel that these soldiers now people, father, brother, mother, sister, uncle, they be people, relatives, sons. So even Nigerians cannot speak on their behalf to demand that they are better taken care of. Understanding that these people have been dying in their numbers. People cannot join voices to demand for their welfare. It's just demand for welfare that is causing this trouble. Demand for welfare alone, now they cause this trouble. May they take care of our security agents. For those of you that are abroad, that is saying, hey, you don't talk. If you cannot take the heat, leave the kitchen. We'll come back to Nigeria and take the heat like Chidebere now. Because if you had died in this kind of process, now nothing will happen. Nigeria will move on. This is an example of why we must be circumspect. This is just a typical example. I feel so sad. I feel so sad. I'm even helpless. I'm even helpless attending to this story because it did break my heart. I no believe, say, we feel day like this for Nigeria. Okay, so what happens if you think he went overboard? What happens to cautioning him and warning him not to do it again? If you think that he went, what's in be the law really? Where they will use try and now for courts? I don't know. I might not be lawyer, so maybe I don't know. But it's really painful. It's really, really painful that someone is demanding for the good of our country, our all country, and even including people where they demand good for, they follow the oppress you. Then that means there's actually no intention that Nigeria should be good. Because usually, if you want to do good as a president, governor, senator, as somebody working as a politician, as a public servant, or as a public service person, if you want to do good, when people criticize you, you're supposed to pick that criticism, collect the good things when they talk, shame them with doing good. But here, you know, I be like say they don't owe us to do anything good, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's either we take anything that's given to us or we go to hell. And they must stay by fire, by force. And Nigeria must remain like this. Whether people are taken care of, whether they give us, obey their promises, whether they give us light or leave us and go to solar, whatever they do, it is our responsibility to take it or leave it. It's not fair. I don't even know what to say. I'm so pained. Like, I'm going crazy. I beg, make I leave this story, enter inside another matter. I beg. Well, goodness me. God help me. Moving on to other issues. Now, former mayor of Blanco, Texas, Mike Arnold has challenged Bola Ahmed Tinubu challenged that Bola Ahmed Tinubu made 9 trips to France since 2023, with 7 of these visits reportedly for medical reasons. So Arnold, they say, na medical reason I make President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the travel. Make him leave that when they talk, say, no, be say in challenge and say, I put it to you that you've been traveling for medical reasons. You're the one who's saying you're not, but I put it to you that you have been traveling for medical reasons. Now, Arnold had earlier claimed a stage 3 cancer diagnosis, insisted that the trips were linked to ongoing health concerns rather than routine official engagements. Arnold had recently alleged that Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled to Paris, France in January 2026 for stage 3 cancer treatment. God forbid. Contrary to official statements that the trip was for diplomatic engagements. Arnold made the claim in a circulating online commentary, arguing that Nigerians were not being told the true position of Tinubu's or true purpose of Tinubu's visit. Now, according to Arnold, the revelation was made by confidential sources. He said confidential sources say Tinubu is seriously ill, with overworked, not jet-lagged, sick. It said advanced cancer at late stage 4. Well, that's so. In a post that he made recently on Health and Lagos Governor, Arnold wrote 9 trips to France since 2023, 7 of them medical, insisting that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is suffering from, some sort of ill health. But does it really matter? But again, I wonder why it be a problem for this part of the world for us to accept, for our politicians to accept, say, then get health issue. Does it really matter? Does it make any difference? Waiting they make a day like a big deal for them to accept it and get health concerns. And I really like to understand, because elsewhere, even including King Charles gets health issue, something as hard as cancer, including Oga Patapata of Israel now, Benji. If Benji, fighting all the enemies he thinks he's fighting in the world, can own up to having been diagnosed of prostate cancer, who would say that? Why is it difficult for us if any of our politicians get health issues? Why is it difficult to accept it and get health issues? I want to understand. Why they like saying a curse or a taboo for any politician for Nigeria to own up so they get health issues? I don't understand the big deal, because it even makes you a strong person for you to have that health issue and still coordinated enough to handle an entire country on your head. We're supposed to give you kudos. It makes you whiz. So what's be the problem? Anyway, I can't tell. This is Nigeria. Perhaps, I guess we have very unique ways we would use handle our things for inside this country beyond the way others handle them. I can't accept conditions that box my voice. Governor Amonike turns down INEC's offer to kill criticism with multi-millionaire ambassadorial deal. After indefinite suspension, AZ College authorities order arrest of Joy Izugu, nursing student who criticized APC government over poor conditions of Owani Enugu Hospital. This is another one. Oh. Remember the young lady who made video late at night, how they were on night duty, the hospital, no running water, no light, no nothing. God bless you. Then suspend her indefinitely. Now they want to arrest her. For speaking up, oh, say infrastructure no day, oh. For speaking up, oh, something way if now maybe the governor go use and score political points, sharp, quickly renovate the thing, then come call her the guest, say, thank you for pointing this out to me. Who be my essay on health matters? Why did you not let me know this? This young lady deserves award for speaking out. Oh, more Nigerian politicians, God I beg, oh, I don't even know. Well, ex-Nigerian soldier confirms military's on-the-ground operation to crack down on critics following reported disappearance of whistleblower, the English Alhaji. So wait, English Alhaji said don't disappear. Now, a former Nigerian soldier, Amy Benson, says that the military is operating an underground campaign aimed at cracking down on critics and outspoken voices, a claim that has sparked renewed controversy online amid concerns over the reported disappearance of whistleblower John Aruma Azi, popularly known as the English Alhaji. Now, the ex-soldier in a viral video circulating online hinted that the alleged operation targets individuals who speak out against government or military actions. He further implied that recent concerns surrounding the English Alhaji's whereabouts may be connected to a broader pattern of intimidation against outspoken critics. Now, if you are close to English Alhaji, please try and make sure he's safe. The latest post he made, he said they are after him. That's 2 days ago. And then he deleted the post on Instagram, but he's still on Facebook. Things are happening on the ground, he said. Nigerian social media activists. In fact, I'm tired. Nigerians phone lines are open. Please do well to join the conversation. 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 And you can just follow the link on the linked post. Follow the link on the pinned post and it will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. INEC rejected P2B's move to create and register his own party despite meeting all requirements. That's a revelation that people have just made. And he actually tried to register his own party, but he was rejected. Nigerian whistleblower, the English Alhaji, feared missing days after raising alarm that government forces were after him. Who killed ADC with his greed? Isaac Fayoshe mocks the position following loss of over 100 million followers in 48 hours as against 9.1 million members. A 2027 article is working for Tinubu to spite P2B's votes. To split P2B's votes like he did in 2023. But he will fail this time. Nigerian man cries out. Well, phone lines are open, Nigerians. Let's just dive straight into the conversation. Make an all run mad for waiting the happen for Nigeria, I beg. Good evening and welcome. Let's see why Danjuma. I'm so emotional and teary, honestly speaking. I'm just controlling my emotions. I'm tired. I don't know how things are not working in our country and we're just forced to shut up and look the other way and not talk. Anybody who, even English Alhaji now, anybody will raise alarm. Then what's in do Shawari, Matt, VDM, or the rest? Why they need to arrest them? Because all of us don't be the same thing with the axle.
Good evening, Precious. Good evening, Precious. Good evening, viewers. You know, is it not George Orwell that said all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the others?
It's painful, honestly. I'm just God.
Nigeria matter now.
Good evening, Precious.
Yeah, good evening, MC. How you doing?
Good evening to Gentleman. So, Precious, the fight is just beginning. It's just beginning. So, listen, you see, you should be happy now that Nigerians are able to speak up now. You see what they are doing now. See what these guys are doing now. They are scared. They are scared because they don't know what will happen. Anything can happen at any time with the way things are going. So they are scared. So the ones that the ones that are bold enough to speak now, you see the way they will clamp down on them quick. It's like they are trying to use those ones to make an example to others. You understand? They are trying to like impart fear on them. But now, as you can see, it's like that stuff is not working anymore. They forget that when you push, there's a saying that when you push someone to the wall, they push Nigeria to the wall, and Nigeria are still going. Nigeria has been going through that war for so long. They've been going to that war, but the time Nigeria now will turn on them now, all hell will break loose. So the truth is, the truth of the matter is that these people should just start. They should start doing the right thing. You see, like I always say, when the head has a question mark, there's a question mark for the head. So the body goes, okay, if you do what they like, nothing will happen. So because if you look this whole thing now, it comes down to leadership.
All right, MC, please help me hold your thoughts there. Let me quickly take this call. This person has been calling me for a while. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome.
Good evening, Precious.
Ma'am, not fine. No, I don't even think the evening is good.
Me too. I'm not fine.
I am.
You know,
I don't know. Go ahead, ma'am.
You know,
I'm tired.
Today, the bank. We have a bank holiday today.
Okay.
For May
In the UK,
you know,
yes. Okay.
our own bank holiday, not like your own that you can take 45 days or whatever. All of our holiday has to be on Monday. So we want you to come Friday, which is May 1st.
Yes.
It's our own first bank holiday for the summer, so it's a Monday. And I have just been following this justice thing since morning. I have a 28-year-old that is always itching to go to Nigeria. So you can imagine, he will call me, Mom, are they really going to do that? I'm like,
if they do it like saying a film, he not believe him.
How can
I'm tired. I'm tired. As in, since afternoon, I watched these videos. I was just crying. I'm like, what did we ever do wrong in this country?
So
Jonathan was not this bad now. People carry Jonathan's coffin. By this time, they were carrying his coffin. By this time.
Let me tell you, that man is going to dig his own grave.
God.
You see, he doesn't care. He's jetted off to France to go and renew his blood.
No, I beg, help me maintain what you talk. I beg, help me mind your language. I beg. I carry God beg you. I beg.
I don't even know.
I know they fear to die, but I just get an old mother if he die if anything happen to me. So I beg. Help me.
Where is the Minister for Justice is delaying. They saying this boy unfairly. He was abducted. So you can imagine if somebody that is as known as him. You see, that's the same thing Dele Famoroti said on Sunday. Like turn by turn, Nigeria Limited.
Yes, now you did like standing fan. I blow this person, go turn blow another person now. That's how it be.
When I saw that your namesake Precious sat down on the floor,
I watched her cry and I broke down. I was like, God, because I could feel her pain. Like, not only she don't understand where Nigeria they go, not only she don't understand this thing, where others they, what's going on. And guess what? The rest of us, we they see and pass like this. They see that emotions. We just pass. Nothing consign us. I don't know who do us for this country. Honestly speaking,
they say we are not angry enough. The youth are not angry enough. I'm not a youth, but they say they are not angry enough. But oh my God, let's just continue praying, because you see, it is just one thing like this that is going to spark. How can you do that to this boy? What did he say? He was defending the military. They now said the guy that was sending him information, they have now dismissed the guy, and the guy has gone. So the person that they send the information, you are holding on to him. That does not even make sense.
He's Igbo. He's from Igbo. He's an Igbo. And I think I hear he supports P2B.
Yeah.
So that's his crime.
Hey, Jesus
I guess so. I guess so. I mean, there's no other explanation to it. I guess so.
I hope God is watching, because
you see, at this point, I need to lie here, God, no vex. With all due respect to God, dear God, with all due respect to you. I love you, I respect you. But I'm sorry to say, God does not come down from where he is to help us if we don't help ourselves. You see, this thing about calling God, God no go do anything. God no go do anything.
This afternoon, I've just been so angry.
And sorry, our politicians know that God do not do jack. That's why they do what they do. They know say God, he calls them or you pray for them, you swear for them, or he doesn't do jack. They know.
That guy that you showed, which civil society is that?
I beg, I no get strength, I beg. You see, I'm there, the right? I'm organization of CSOs.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, I'm sad. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. They can hear you. Thank you. So, MC, please go ahead. You were saying
See,
something.
about that civil, wherever you call them, whether civil society, you should know that is not a civil society.
I know they
Being
are.
told.
So that's the point. That's the point you guys are making. That's the problem you guys have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I had to say that. See, everybody no go share your view. Everybody no go share your dream.
I understand. I understand.
Have the
What I'm
right
trying to say is that you see, this is what I said last time. Me and you that is talking here now, we know that what they did, this is pure evil. Someone with his right senses.
Which of the deeds? Which of the deeds?
I said what they did now, what they are doing to this guy now, what they are doing to him. We all know that this is evil. Everybody has been talking about it since I think since the guy got missing. They've been talking about where is he until they find out that it was with these people were the one that took him. Everybody has been talking about it. So how can someone that tells you that these people, sorry to use this word, there is something wrong with them? Maybe there's something they blow on the sky, or maybe some of this area where these people are to say, oh, all you guys should do is just evil. Okay, look at this now. How can you differentiate? Can I say, okay, what happened to the other one that the police gunned someone down the broad daylight with this one? What is the difference? What is the difference?
MC, Hunt's internet is always acting up. So let me let Hunt speak first before his internet boots him out. Hunt, good evening and welcome. It's nice to see you here. I know your internet may boot you out at any time. So let me let you speak quickly. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome. Can you hear us? Hello, Hunt, are you there? Hunt, are you there, please? I've been still the internet. Can you hear us, Hunt? All right, it's unfortunate. I don't know why his internet is always acting up. So let me let you land your thoughts so that T.Y. Danjuma will continue.
So what I'm trying to say is that you can see that you cannot differentiate the both. So that's why I said the good thing is that Nigerians are speaking up, Nigerians are talking. So because if you at times I go even say now God they would expose all of them now. You see, say before they do one thing, the thing don't come to public, it don't enter the public domain. Everybody don't know about them. So because okay, make an example now with with the current administration now. You see with you compare them, nice, okay. Look at the America then Joe Biden. And when Joe Biden was about to go for the second term, even the word way Joe Biden can even they talk about the word don't they come out, they come out correct from out again. Abi, that is why they say okay, because he don't old, because he not get that stamina to carry on. But people wait even they so when because he himself he don't want to resign. See, they insist saying if he do the job. But what happened? The people where even they support and now they even constantly come in, try to tell and say, no, you need to take a back seat now. You need to. So likewise to the leaders who will get for Nigeria now will be say they don't date retirement age. They suppose don't date their house. They still no one. They say no. We go still do the job. We go still do because now there the corruption for come because as far as say the leader get question mark, so the bodies.
I don't know about any leader getting question mark. Oh, I beg. But just go ahead, finish your thoughts.
As far as say there is a question mark on the leaders,
I don't know about that.
Even though you don't know, it's good. As far as there is a question mark, so the bodies will do whatever they like. But the truth of the matter is, when we get the leadership right, every other bodies will fall in place.
How I want to get the leadership right like this so now?
It go happen. It go happen. It go happen. That's the process. 2027, it go happen. It go happen. So make I give space to Tiwa Dajo, make it see, make
Please
that
go
one see,
ahead.
bring
Nigerians'
the
phone lines
thoughts.
are still open, please. Just jumping on the conversation. Go ahead, please, Tiwa. I'm sorry, I started with some energy here, but I've been thinking for fit continue with that energy. I'm just weak.
When you feel
your whites, God, I beg
when
you.
you feel weak like that, call Dr. Catch. He go energize you. You can see
Dr.
the
Catch will come make the matter worse. They will come
no.
find me.
He's always hopeful. So well, that's Nigeria for you. It's sad, but let me just comment first on Umaru Ado's threat.
The NDC
First
issue.
of yes, first
What
of
is more
all,
concern Umara do for the registration of this NDC?
yes, first of
If
all,
we say people just one day
he's
overzealous,
not a.
maybe the time who will give him Rabana. What's
I
going
don't
on?
know. I don't know. They have to look at him closely.
If it start like that and they will carry money give and they'll call him, come take check. They will credit your account when it start like this. Now so the other one take start now. Now so the other ones they take start. So they begin they push us small. Then they push and they push them. Before you know, now they get support. So but for this one, everything they tight. So there's no loophole. Because me myself, I don't check everything. There's no loophole. So that he's just wasting his time. So he no get where penetrate.
Okay, all right. So I
what?
think TY Novex, just help me hold on. Hunt the call on normal call so that he will
Okay.
All right, Hunt, go ahead, please.
Adding on to the conversation that you're having this morning, it's quite unfortunate that all this is happening. The government is publicly trying to silence the voices of the masses. And I think this social blogger, Justice Clark, what is happening to him, it's quite unfortunate, and some things have been happening to other people that we don't even know their name in secret.
Yes,
I think,
in fact, wars don't happen.
Yes, and the whole thing now lies on the soldiers, the low-ranked officers in the army. If they know that these foods are being given to them, they should do something. There are other ways you can disobey orders. If you give me food like that and ask me to go to battlefield, you automatically ask me to go and kill myself. I didn't swear allegiance to go and kill myself. I saw allegiance to defend the country or the nation, not the allegiance to go and kill myself. You can't beat a child and ask the child not to cry. So I think the officers that are going through this hell should come up with an idea to come out and speak, or you leave the army. You can't be sending people to come and defend you, and you are not doing anything. You didn't sign allegiance to kill yourself. You signed allegiance to defend the country. In the course of defending the country, you might lose your life. That is a different ball game. But you can't be giving. In fact, sending me to go and kill myself, because if you ask me to go and do a job and you are not giving me all I need to do the job, I need food, you're automatically asking me to go and kill yourself. That's making me look stupid. So the junior officers should challenge their superiors. I think they can do it because they need them. Without the junior officers, the superiors they are as good as nothing. And for Mr. President going to France for his illness, and you said God forbid, and you're asking the other caller, he shouldn't call God. God should not forbid anything. No, if it is going to be, let it be. Because everybody is suffering. So if Mr. President is going to France and he has a health problem, it's on his own.
It's on his own.
No, according to Arnold, there's having cancer.
Now them talk, now be waiting happen now.
And they talk, I not talk now. You say God forbid.
Now.
God forbid.
May God not forbid that before.
No, if that's what God want to make you be, you're not gonna tell your precious make they live forever. Excuse me.
I beg, do come they go, no vex. You don't talk finish.
So, and for the opposition, I think Peter Obi has to change his format somehow. He's sounding too much of a nice guy. Peter Obi has to start using a stronger vibes because it's like his nice guy is not helping us. So let me be frank. If he can get this message, I think he has to change his vibe and speak a little bit authority. Because him coming out to say they should leave us, he shouldn't come here. And you can see now, I hope you know that there's a crack now in the NDC. They are trying to put a crack in the NDC now.
All right,
you know that, Madam Precious.
Yeah, thank you. Don't worry, we know about that. We'll
So please, Peter Obi should start speaking a little bit tough and stop being Mr. Nice Guy. These people don't understand what is being nice. They don't understand that language.
So he should change his personality
Mr. Nice Guy
to suit the world.
Huh?
It's okay. I mean, he should change his personality to suit the time or the world. It's okay.
I don't think it suits the time. The way I'm seeing these people, these were shameless and actless. They are shameless and actless.
All right.
Because
he don't do.
Let me just spit out this. Chasing this man to NDC is the high level of coolness and shamelessness. Because it's obvious now they are chasing him. Or publicly saying it. So him being his way of life, at times you can't keep on doing this. Somebody will not be beating us, not to cry. Please. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
So God bless you and encourage you in this
Thank you, sir. Well done. Thank you so much, sir. Well done. I beg you, why am I gonna continue with an talk? I beg, no vex.
Yeah. I think that it's not right to encourage the rank and file to mutiny, because that's what this last caller suggested.
No.
Those who try to do that, you saw what happened to them.
It's not even Idwam. It's not even possible. It's not even practicable.
It's against military culture.
Across the world, not just in Nigeria alone. Across the world. So
so you can't do that.
Just a quick one. Sorry, Mr.
Wait, MC, let me finish.
Okay.
I think that it's unfortunate, just like MC said, what we see is just a leadership question. In the first place, whatever it is that Justice Crack did is supposed to be the business of the State Security Services, DSS. If in any way they felt that he has violated any law, so what is supposed to be done is to question him and find out, get an understanding of what he's saying, and then, maybe caution him or warn him or something if they find out that was just an innocent statement by someone who feels concerned about the welfare of the military. You will see that if people hadn't reacted and spoken out, only God knows what would have happened to him. In fact, we don't even know what has happened to him now since they held him, because he won't tell you the truth now that they are holding him. I think that culture is not right, because it doesn't put Nigeria in good light. And it's not just him. These are just reported cases. What of the so many unreported cases that we see? That's one. But I also think that is also a lesson. He is not a journalist. If he was a journalist that did that, it would be more circumspect.
I would never.
Yes, it will be more circumspect in the kind of. It's not everything that Musa sees in the gates now. They talk. There are many things that Musa they see.
I would never have carried that kind of story, even if he dashed me free money. I would never have done that.
Yes, even the DBA, the Diochi, where they go tap palm wine. So many things they see on top of palm wine. No, they talk everything they talk. So I think that's where he made a mistake. And also knowing
exactly what we spoke about the other day, that was said there's a fine line between being a media person, a proper practitioner, a broadcast practitioner, and being driven by enthusiasm.
Yes, you have to balance it, and then you have to look at the environment where you're practicing. There's no need to be doing gragra. All this gragra, what would they talk? Unless say if you do gragra, you get backbone. You get a backbone behind. If you be poor man like me, you won't go do gragra. They go Nigeria. If anything happen to you, they go remember you for 1 week. After that, they go move on. So I think you look at the environment, look at the stuff, what you have before you, and then weigh the options and see. There's a way you can still say it, do what you want to do, but in a way that it will not be that offensive. Will go attract this kind of nonsense. After all, you are innocent until you are proven guilty. That's what the law says. So it's unfortunate, and I think that if the Attorney General, he doesn't have to wait. If this kind of a thing
Did
they
you hear
happen,
his response? Did you see
I heard it. I heard this thing happened long time ago, and he's still saying he's only one side. When things like this happen, you wade into it. You are the Minister for Justice. You are not a party person. A Minister for Justice for the Federation. Okay.
You guys should not forget whether the Attorney General they fear some people on top. It
no,
takes
he doesn't
order.
have that's his office. That's his office. He gives
Okay,
advice. He will give
I'm
the
really just
advice.
suggesting.
He will give the advice, and it's up to the president. But he has the prerogative to say issue a no prosecute. To say no, don't prosecute this guy. After all, he's still innocent until proven guilty. But that aside, I want to talk about this Ado thing. He is not in NDC. He is in ADA, an unregistered party.
The ADA when they no agree register that time.
Yeah. So if you have an issue, it is not NDC that you'll be fighting. You should be fighting INEC. So if you look at it, it looks like it's just a meddlesome interloper. So first of all, INEC, in that case that was brought before the court, INEC was the defendant. There was no other party, that was taken to court. Now the court made a judgment, made a ruling, and then INEC has up to 90 days within which to file to appeal. INEC didn't appeal. And it's more than the 90 days now since the judgment was delivered. So what is his own business in this whole thing? And why did he have to wait until Obi and Kwankwaso cross to NDC before he begin make this noise? So why did he have to wait? So the optics is not good. You just suggest that he's being used. If he wants to press his own case, the case of his party, he can go ahead and make a case and refer to that ruling. But not to say he's going to pursue other this. What is his business? If he goes, who is he going to sue? Is the NDC or INEC that he's going to sue? If he sues INEC, Amo Peter will go there and tell them that they should try with the case that he's talking rubbish.
What did you talk just now?
And the INEC chairman name na corner.
What person name where now? Why did you like this?
I'm an Igbo man now. The color, I'm a Yoruba no good. So unless you could direct me, how did they call the name?
Now my own Yoruba was past your own self. I be Rivers woman. My own Yoruba was past. I don't even understand. Maybe they see the word the mother's on names here, including Igbo names. If I'm going to insult me, so I don't be read.
So make somebody way sabi.
Danjuma, I just want to add this thing too. Say for America now and other parts or where we dey now, Europe, we know say the military are not allowed to operate inside the country.
Yes.
I hope you know this, right?
Yes.
Except the president give an order to say maybe when riots day, they'll say that they call them national
when there's
guards.
an internal, when there's
maybe riot and everything, they just say, okay, national guard. That's it. They are not allowed to even the military and the CIA. They are not allowed to operate inside the country like we have in Nigeria. Right?
No, there's no basis even to the compare. I know the line the comparison.
I'm just trying to say I'm driving somewhere. I just want to add some stuff. So because what did they do to that boy now? That guy now, that justice now, that guy gets a lot of case. He has case. Maybe after they go, because he will sue the military and they will pay for damages.
They don't pay anything. Nothing will happen.
So
they just
so I just want to put that one on note, because even in Nigeria, I believe it's supposed to be so that they do not have the right to operate or to persecute civilians.
No, I beg. MC, sorry, they talk to person waiting on hold for call. You say in get the right to get which case? Case for which court? Good case for which court?
I say the justice he has a case a
A
case
case
which
for
he
which
can
court
sue the
now?
military.
A for which
Let
court?
it come. So that is the reason. Now let me mean at the same time, more than look at logic. No, no, you might be
No
saying
vex. Help me
this
hold
and
the logic.
look at let me
Help me
finish.
hold it. Just help me hold the logic and philosophy. Help me hold that. Make a talk to this caller. No vex, yeah, my brother. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for your work. I like the way you moderate your work.
Thank you, sir.
You can't have people who still have to talk. Still need to tell them because if you said everything will do your head. So I like as you did the shun us if we want pass boundary. So back to my own Justice Crack.
Okay.
Precious.
Sir?
I wept heavily today in my office.
Hi.
Everybody around me in my working place. See, Nigerians are angry. Forget about what they are saying. Nigerians are angry. I can categorically say it. Nigerians are angry. These people should be careful. These people will trigger something. They should be very careful. Okay, fine. Look at what happened. I was expecting them. At least you all you need to do is to charge him to court. Not handling him the way they did. The same thing now in what is it called again? In Delta State again. Same thing happened again. Although this is not from government, this is an individual. You understand? All because the person have access to government. We've made all necessary contact. We've done everything we could. But the boy is not out yet. What did he do? Same thing, because he just complained. Nigeria is going down. Nigeria is going.
It's not going. No, it's not going anywhere. Thank you, sir, for your call. Sir, thank you, but it's not going anywhere. Thank you, sir.
No problem. It's not going anywhere.
It's not going, my brother. It's not going. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye bye.
I don't want it. Not like I want it to go.
And that is why I say it cannot even go anywhere. Bye bye. Be going, eh? Thank you.
Bye
bye.
So
Nigeria
what they try to drive at here? Say normally, well, what they did to him now, what they did to that guy now, he has the right, and he has every case. So silence him, make it for no fit talk, silence his supporters. That is why now they try to hold up. They don't want to leave up. They try to use something they want to hold. You suppose know the way these people they operate. They try to use case, first of all, take time so that make him for no fit talk because they know say to them they know they've done the wrong thing. What they've done is wrong. Okay, why be say that when they carry the guy, they carry him, nobody know where he dey. Nobody know where he dey. It take after people don't begin to find out, then they track him up and down before they come finally. How they want to admit say they with them. Then they try to come involve authority where go fit come help them carry the thing go. So that should tell you a lot. So they know what they are doing. So the guy has a case because I listened to the representative, the lawyers, when they talk this afternoon. They talk all of them. So they know what it is that they do. So Nigerians don't they wake up. Things will not remain the way they are. Things not gonna be like this. So we'll get there. So let me give room to Tiwa Danjuma.
Okay. All right. So I mean, a lot of people see they talk about waiting in business South Africa, they do Nigeria, and Nigerian government I think today reacted to it and said that they demand some explanation from South Africa and all that. I don't know if South Africa has responded concerning the matter, but I'm worried about how every other country they treat Nigerians with disrespect and disdain, like they can do anything to Nigerians and
because the leader has a question mark.
No, I beg. Wait to be your name. MC, they or Canada get that question mark. Leave me.
There's a question mark. So that is why. Okay, Precious, I want to tell you something again now. You see, this side, if you see like Europe's now, like the Europe, maybe Canada or whatever, now you see. when any of the black men, especially we come from that Nigeria side and everything, maybe let's say for instance now, you carry the enter inside court, maybe they get case. Do you know, say, once that black man enter that courtroom, the perception, as in, they perceive them to be violent. Are you getting my point? Their idea, their rotation of free men, these black men when they come from Africa, they are violent. They are violent in nature. Even because of that itself, they will find you guilty because of that. If you come for the trap.
Okay. All right. So let me quickly read this message, and phone lines are still open. But before I read this message, let me quickly let us know some stuff. NDC dismisses dual membership claim. I hope you remember say this on here. So they dismiss the dual membership claim, blames INEC for record keeping for shared legal advisor with APM on portal. Say for their portal, they share the same legal advisor with APM. I don't even know as this one reached like this. Senator Inea Baribe officially resigns from ADC, Indigo Labour Party now. Social commentator accuses ADC of deliberately shutting down website to prevent members' deregistration after Obi's move. So I hear say massive deregistration follow ADC after Obi leave. So now ADC website, they unreachable. They say no feel reach again. So some Nigerians on the talk say they shut down their website deliberately rather, so that people no will continue to deregister again. Advocacy groups concerned Nigerians declare free justice crack now. Nationwide protest set to storm defense ministry over activist abduction by the military. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. But before I let you speak, let me quickly read this message. So this says, Precious, Buba Galadima said, salvaging a country from the hands of fascists like this is not an easy thing. It needs sacrifice, strategy, and intellect, not internet. And in making the statement, he pointed a finger to his brain in the video of the OK Unity Summit. Now, since you did not watch the summit recording, but just listen to the audio, that's what you think. You know the northern folks pronounce words funnily. I can understand you probably did not have long-term close relationship like some of us. Okay, moving on. He said, rehab the harlot. Okay, rehab the harlot. What did he say here? He said, rehab the harlot that helped the Israelites to conquer Jericho was an ancestor of Jesus the Christ. Atiku's fourth wife that Mike was talking about, that he used to smuggle $40 million US into US, was Jennifer, my Onitsha home girl. I believe they are now divorced. And he says, I know so many things very unpalatable about Atiku, which I got to know from my time living and working in the North. He is alleged to be involved in and sponsoring a lot of illegal, pseudo-legal solid mineral minings in Adamawa, Taraba, and elsewhere in the North. I take no. Precious, please ask the Barrys if Nigeria is, if there is a Ghana diaspora representation in NDC, and how one can download the soft copy of the NDC constitution. Please include me in any WhatsApp group you are setting up in vain. As I'm not a politician, no. I'm not the set WhatsApp group. Oh. I'm not a politician. I'm not setting up WhatsApp group for any conversation. I don't belong to any party. I've never belonged to. I've only voted once in my life. Once like this in my life, because most of my work, they let me vote. I'm always on the mandate studio every time. Inside the mandate studio every time.
So, but make sure this time around you vote. Oh. Make sure,
vote.
Precious.
Make sure you. The studio is steady.
No. It's not acceptable. Make sure you the same. Make every other person go out there and vote, but you go say you not go. No. You go out there and vote.
Group so that they no go think say are they galvanize people against the ruling party. No, I not get any group. I need to hold any group. I beg you. I am just here to have a discussion and to talk about things generally in Nigeria. But unfortunately, politics is my forte and governance is my forte. So good evening, sir, and welcome. Oga Cosmos, welcome, sir. Mr. Cosmos, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you hear us? Mr. Cosmos, are you there? Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Welcome, sir.
I'm seeing you. I'm seeing myself.
So go ahead now. You want to contribute on the show? Go ahead, sir.
No, I don't want to say anything. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, now. MC, go ahead.
I
I
didn't
mean,
pick you from the beginning.
you say what?
I didn't pick you from the beginning. Don't worry. I didn't pick you from the beginning. Mm.
Okay, all right. Let me take this call then. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir.
Well done. How now?
I still do inside the house, my brother. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching the program. I mean, are you not on right now?
We are on now. Chabi, you want to contribute?
I want to talk now. Somebody's talking right now.
No, somebody is not talking.
Nobody.
Okay, Precious. Let me finish what I was saying.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. On this move by Obi and Kwankwaso to NDC, I think the problem here is that Obi is just like a biological mutation that APC cannot decipher, and that's the problem that they have. Because I think in every move that he has made, he always has plan A and plan B. And it's unfortunate that even ADC, couldn't read that their long delay and vacillation and all the machinations that they were doing would have a negative effect upon them. Because, and I think part of the reason why this has happened is because it's a coalition. It's not a party coming together. It's not like, the fusion that we had between APC, ABGA, and all those parties that came together and formed the APC. But here you have individuals. So everybody was coming in with their own personal, what biases and whatever it is that they're looking, and none of them appear to want to look at the larger picture. So if you remember when Bolaji came to this platform the first time, I remember when I was speaking, I told him that the greatest mistake ADC will make is to model up, this choice of who is going to be the flag bearer of the party. And I think it has just started. And if you listen to Fayoshe, and sometimes Fayoshe is very prophetic. If you listen to Fayoshe, what has happened to
it since 2023 election, and that the only contender any opposition will have is Obi.
He has kept on saying it. People they mock
and
him.
he also said it. If they are not careful, Obi will drive them out of power. Obi will disgrace them.
He has kept on saying it, even though he supports Ashiwaju. He has kept on warning them that listen. He warned your brother, the governor of Rivers State, don't fight Wike. Don't fight Wike. So I think you can see the reaction. You can see Bayo Nanuga's reaction, calling him a political nomad or something.
No
Every
problem.
politician in Nigeria is a nomad. Every politician in Nigeria is a nomad. They are moving. They move. They know what they are looking for. Green grass, where they will find it. All of them. In fact, there is no nomad where even they more than our president. Because apart from the fact that he has also moved, he has his hands everywhere, proxies that are representing him. Just that he can't belong there, but he has proxies. Whether it's PDP or whether it's Labour Party or Arabambi and Apapa, whether it's NNPC, whether it's Accord.
But if you help me hold your thoughts, make I quickly talk to the person on phone. You will come back to this. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
I want to just ask a few questions and contribute a bit.
Okay.
Those guys that are talking about, especially TY, asking you to go and vote, I want to ask, how many times will somebody do a mistake and continue doing the same thing, getting the same results?
It's not me. It's not me. Don't mention my name. It's not me that told It's not me that told her to go and vote.
No. So the reason I said I don't vote is not because I don't believe that votes. Let me tell you something. If you don't vote, you're making the matter worse. Voting is the only way out. And with the kind of coalition or whatever it is that they have now, you're dealing with people that can match out in 10 million. and saying that INEC, if I not announce the result, if I not show us how I use do, I'm not agree. People who can defend their votes. What Obi could or what Obi did not, what Obi was handling gentlemanly at that time is what the Kwankwasia movement will handle the Agberu way. Do you understand? Apart from that, voter apathy is the quickest way for election rigging. It's the fastest way they rig election. In fact, they don't
Thank
even
you,
want you to come
Precious.
out
Thank you.
and vote so that they can rig the election. So trying to encourage me or probably defending my stance is not even the way out at all. The only reason I don't get into the polling unit is because of the work that I do during election days.
Okay.
Yes, that's all. So
in this case, when I use the word you, I don't mean you in particular.
Okay.
I mean Nigerians.
I mean, yeah, plural you. Yes, please.
Okay. So my thing is this: after Obi wins and goes there, if they let him go, what constitution is he going to work with? Is it not the same constitution that gives the police and the military the same power they have now? Let me tell you guys a little story. In the 80s, I mean, I'm my mid-60s now. I used to work in NEPA. Coming back in official vehicle, which was clearly written, NEPA. The car's point somewhere in Abia State, close to police station. My driver decided to go to the police station to park it for safety, so that we'll come back the next day. Do you know what happened? I'm telling you something that happened in around 1984. The police said we shouldn't park there. It is S-bit. The vehicle we're bringing will be S-bit. Could you imagine? The same constitution.
S-bit of what crime?
Ask me that. And we have to fight.
But that is not constitutional now. You should know that now. This is our constitution doesn't have anything to do with this.
What I'm trying to say is this. The 10 started, the fish rotted from the head. There's nothing you can do, okay? The thing is already there. I think the best thing to do at this time is to dismantle the whole thing and start afresh. If we all agree to stay to be one Nigeria, let us, say what we want and how we want it. That's my little contribution.
Thank you.
So election will not help anybody.
But Precious, if it took Tinubu just a few weeks to get his people, get Akpabio and so on to move and they tinker with the constitution and then sign it. Any president who really means business can also wield that power and that influence, because the power is
say something?
Wait, MC.
Okay.
So first, but when you get there, you cross the bridge. But when you get there, the most important thing is to change the system. So if we get in someone new who is determined, who is focused, who is ready to work, then that's where the building blocks, you can begin to raise them, bring down the ones that you need to take away and put in more solid blocks and so on. And, replaster and rework the system. So you can't throw away the baby with the bathwater, So things are as bad as they are. It's like just saying, okay, because things are bad, nobody can fix them. If your house is bad, you fix it. You put in money, you fix it. You get someone who can fix it for you, and they begin to fix it. By the time you begin to look at the wrath, and you know which person who can do the best work, what are the areas, if it's the foundation that is the problem, if it's a structural problem, you identify it and you deal with it. So, but anybody who is expecting a miracle that if somebody just comes, everything in 4 years, everything will just be okay. No, what we need now is someone to lay a solid foundation, and then, just the others who come will build upon it. I think that's the greatest thing you can expect. There are certain things we can deal with. Yeah, because if you have a leadership that is firm, that is ready to work, and that is, that comes by the vote of the people. So he'll be responsible to the people. But if you have a leadership that comes in because he spent his money and bought the thing, he's not loyal to the people because you didn't help him. He used his money. That's why voting is very, very critical. If you vote in people and the person that the people vote becomes the leader, if he messes up, they'll vote him out. So that is the culture that we have to instill. But the problem is that right now Nigerians are so pauperized that the common people who are ready to go out to go and queue, they can easily buy them over. Only a very few of them will stand who understand what the issues are. They'll take your rice, they'll eat it, they'll still do what they want to do. But there are quite a lot of the population who they don't even know what the issues are. All they're interested in just give me money for today. I go and they don't think of tomorrow. And then some of them are easily swayed by, oh, now my brother, now my sister. If my brother gets there, then it means my life is better. Or if it's somebody from my place, or if it's somebody from my religion, and so on. So those are issues that will be dealt with by good leadership. Because if you have a good leadership that will not pander to some of those mundane things, then that's where the beginning of a new Nigeria will start. I mean, people are talking about going to the moon. There are people at AI technology, robotics, and so on and so forth. And we're still talking about somebody build road and we clap for him, or somebody give us light and we clap for him. What kind of nonsense is that? Those things are given. Those things are the things. It's like thanking the governor for giving you air. I mean, look at the governor who went to go and buy panties for women, and they're happy and they're receiving it, and nobody is talking about it. That is nonsense. And you'll be surprised how much they've used to go and buy underwears for women and putting a stamp there. That is supposed to make him, people impeach him
immediately. He's unaware of it now.
Oh, he's unaware of it. He doesn't know. When he saw it, what did he do? He's unaware, but when he saw it, that's not possible. That's not true.
That's more like a sexual harassment. Is that not sexual harassment? Sorry, allegedly. Is that not sexual harassment?
And then you now put your stamp there. And then those women are married. Their husband,
I'm just asking.
Their husband, they see that kind of nonsense. The husband see that kind of nonsense, they know if you talk. I mean, because the things that we should deal with, we don't deal with them. That's why they're taking us for a ride. That's why they're taking us for a ride. So we must commend people who come out. It's not all of us can come out and speak and fight and so on and so forth. We must commend people who make effort to come out. We must commend people who are spending their money. We must commend people who are also talking quietly. The strategies are different. There are people who are doing all kinds of things. But the ones that are more visible are the ones that come to the television and they sit there and they're doing gra. But there are people who are working underneath, supporting, encouraging, campaigning. They're also important. So if we want to fix Nigeria, I think we must get to a point where we must agree that things are not working well in Nigeria. And it's easy to know. I know that. Why? Because when I went to the university, I was paying only 90 naira. And that's not school fees. Because tuition was free. 90 naira per session. That's just for my hostel, my sports, my clinic or something, 90, and I could pay it myself. I could pay it. But now it's hell to have your child go to university in Nigeria, whether even public or private. It's hell. Not to talk about primary school and secondary school. You know what they pay in secondary school now? Particularly if your child is in private school. It's hell. So we know that these things are, anybody who says this government is doing well, he's lying to himself, because you don't need to look far to see that this is not where Nigeria used to be, or this is how things are. And it permeates all areas. It's not just blaming the president, the state governments, the local governments, and so on. Everywhere you give people, they are giving them money. Somebody is supposed to take care of our footballers, our sportsmen. You will forget their jersey. They will give them their allowances. Somebody will pocket it. You make promise that you will give them house, you give them land, you will not. For 5 years, 10 years, you will not give them. And then you see in the police force, people are using their money to buy their shoes, buy their uniform, and nobody says anything. And it's normal because nobody speaks. And then when somebody comes to come and speak, you go and lock the person up. What kind of country is that?
All right, so T.Y. Danjuma, there were a couple of interviews about this whole thing. First of all, let's visit an interview by a sitting APC member and what he had to say about P2B and the Igbo generally. Then we'll go to other responders. Go ahead.
Maybe, thank you very much. I can say last we met with Peter Obi day before yesterday. He was saying that the coalition will continue, will keep on talking, irrespective of leaving ADC to another political platform. Maybe we might continue talking and see how we can make an alliance to present one candidate. I'm quoting from what Peter Obi told us our forum that's day before yesterday. But before then, the people might be thinking whether ADC would be affected or not.
Yeah.
My worry is not about ADC.
Okay.
My worry is Peter Obi push Igbo 20 years backward from coming to the presidency. That's my worry.
How exactly did he do that?
Peter Obi is not going to win this election.
Why do you say that?
It's very obvious.
How obvious is that?
The only people that follow Peter Obi and Rabi Ukonkoso is those that who think they will ride on their back to get elected and defect and leave Peter Obi and Rabi Ukonkoso. This
quite
is the reality. And I told them this. Anybody, count, look at how many people follow them. 99% of them, they have ambitions of running either state assembly, house of reps, senate, or governor. And the only easiest way for them to win election is when Peter Obi or Rabi Ukonkoso are on the ballot. Anything short of that, they are not going to make it. And they have misled their principals. Unfortunately, the principals fall into their traps. So this is what is worrying me now. But the issue of ADC remain intact. Peter Obi is going to serve as our agent in the places where Tinubu thought he was going to make impact. And it is in our advantage as ADC.
Okay, so I mean, this is courtesy of Arise Television, so I just thought to show you this. Did you hear the things he said? That Peter Obi had set the Igbo 20 years backwards for presidency, and that the only people who support Peter Obi are people who have political ambitions. I don't know about you guys. I mean, if you're his supporter, do you have political ambition, and do you think his statement is correct? I'd like us to really speak on that based on what he said before I play the video, sir.
Precious, he's entitled to his views. If you see somebody they throw stone on a tree, there is something there when you want, where they look for. So I'm not surprised that they're speaking on P2B out of all the lot. You say people are misleading P2B, or P2B took the Igbos back 10 years or 20 years. I mean, that's laughable. It's just that Nigeria, maybe 10 years after today, people will begin to come out to tell the truth of what happened in 2023 presidential election. Because those who know and who saw are probably afraid, just like the Civil War, people who know some of the facts, they kept it until, such a time that they felt that, maybe some of the main actors who could challenge them don't die. Precious.
Sir?
If you look at, I can beat my chest to tell you that the third place that they give to P2B is not his position. I can tell you that. I can swear to that he didn't come out third. I can tell you that. Just taking Port Harcourt and Lagos, his votes in Port Harcourt, giving him his right votes and his vote in Port Harcourt, and minusing whoever was credited with those votes. I can tell you that. Because those ones are clear and provable. Because a PDP, a functionary of PDP, came out to say that PDP had 110,000 votes. APC had 150,000 votes. But what was given to APC was, I think, 400 and something thousand, and they'll be given 500 and something thousand. It was a PDP person who said from their control room, they have the results. He said it on television, national television. Okay, so we know the truth. So plus and minus, go to Rivers State. APC was never popular in Rivers State. You know that.
But you know how you still have a week in Rivers State who will do 3 times more of what he did.
You know, so if you do all those plus and minus and you add the figures, you will see that at least the man didn't come through it. He didn't. So if you listen to this man and you listen to what he's saying, I mean, you know that he is protected. He's in ADC. They are bitter. They are angry that Obi
You
just
think
left.
they are?
Of course, they are. So are you not the one saying that they shut down their this thing because people are moving? It's not going to stop people from moving.
All right, Tiwa, let me quickly speak to the caller. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Okay,
This is who?
Sam Odile.
Oh, Miss Sam Odile, my brother. Welcome, sir.
Well done.
Go ahead, sir.
And I greet Tiwa and Jumat.
Okay, he greets you too.
And you see, there is a problem we all have.
Which is
Nigerians.
okay.
Yeah, and that problem, like what I would say, if anytime you see government or any district go one person, the others will rush back. When you watch in America, when they were fighting ICE, about few people came out.
Can you help me speak up? We can barely hear you, please.
Okay. I said when they were fighting ICE.
Okay.
When ICE was looking for people, fighting people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to California.
Okay.
Few people came out. When they start pursuing them, and people saw they are pursuing them, now more people came out. But Nigeria, if 10 people comes out, they start pursuing them.
Other people don't run. No, we're different species of individuals.
But you see, when people comes out, that is the difference. When people comes out, you are chasing them. You will see more people will start coming to make sure that they overpower people chasing them. But it's not like that in Nigeria. And to me, this problem is this time. The young youth this time. Because when we are little, I don't think it's like that. I remember when I was in Lagos, we go and pursue criminals in our street. During the time of Abuja, we go out on the street to fight. I remember I was in Lagos when people ran for Abuja time. The Igbos, they say, oh, Igbos ran back. Mm-hmm. And the same Igbos went and gave Chief who caused all those problems, people died. Chieftains. We reward
bad behavior.
Bad behavior, people that are clean us, we reward them. I don't know why. If Nigeria will stop rewarding people bad behavior, and you know in Nigeria, even people are dying, you know Jehovah's Witness doesn't vote. Find out.
But if they don't vote, if any religion will make you not to vote, it's counterproductive because whether you vote or not, the actions and governance of those who are eventually voted into power without your votes will govern your life, will determine your life. So it's irrelevant whether you vote or not. I don't think that is sensible in any way. If any religion, I'm sorry, with all due respect to people of different religions.
If you don't vote, it doesn't change anything.
If Tinubu say you go pay tax, you go pay them tomorrow. Nothing will happen. If government come out tomorrow say everybody must work out, must they do frog jump every day, you go do the frog jump. Whether your religion allow you to vote for that government or not. So I think people should begin to practice. You say, I'm sorry, but I have a very somehow opinion about religion in Nigeria. People should be wise about religion now. Are we really aware in this world that God never created any religion for us? That every religion is man-made? So we should follow it with wisdom. Sorry, sir. Please, I don't want to go to that perspective.
We have to change our character. That is one. Change our attitude towards anything we are doing.
Thank you, sir.
People have to come out. Because if Nigerians come out, if Nigerians decide to come out to stop this INEC, to change those constitution, the order, they will change it. But because people are not coming out.
Thank you, sir.
And like me now, I will tell you one thing. I will ask one question too. People abroad, how will they register to vote? Because I would like to be in this election to come and vote.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, I think I've lost him. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. 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 All right. Unfortunately, I can't hear him. So, MC, you're supposed to say something on this. Quickly say something. Let me quickly play
Okay.
the other
Okay.
videos I want to play. Please, thank you.
Okay. See what I will say. Yeah. I believe Jonathan during the time of Jonathan, when Jonathan did the national consultation and all that. I think most of those laws, the
Confab, you mean?
constitution, yeah, the
Confab.
confirm, yeah, which he did and everything, which he was supposed to implement, because he was hoping that he was going to come back for second term. Then maybe he would start doing it. I believe those documents are still on ground, which they've not touched. Those things are still on ground. And apart from that, even the OB has even campaigned with it that it will reset the country. When you say reset, that means both the constitution, the security department as well, everything will be reset. A proper functioning society, the laws and everything. So the person that asked that question before, so this is the answer to the person. And again, regarding the vote aspect he talks about, although you've answered him already, it's important that we all participate, we all vote. Because when the Nigerians refuse to come out and vote, that is where they see chance to ring the election. But when everybody comes out and the percentage of that vote is much, it will be difficult for them to rig. So we have to participate. So those are my take. So Obi has said it. He will reset it. He will reset Nigeria. He will reset everything. So definitely he will do it. If this current administration can come into power within 1 or 2 days, change the national item of the country that the country has been existing on for years. So for me, I still continue to ask that. That's the question I'm asking myself till today. Why did this man came in and change that national item? The national item, they cannot sing it.
No wahala. Let me quickly play the rest of the videos. First of all, let me start with the reaction of Senator Umeh, then I go to Bolaji Abdullahi, then I go to other APC members. And before I go to
it is true.
Okay.
From what you have said, that I'm an ally of Mr. P2B.
Right. So wherever he goes, you go.
Yesterday, he announced his defection to the NDC, along with His Excellency Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. And I was there too.
We saw you're in all the videos.
If you play the videos, you'll see me.
You're in all the videos.
So
we saw you prominent.
I didn't go there for sightseeing.
Right.
Yeah, and actually I've resigned from the ADC since 1st of May. And tomorrow you'll hear more about it.
So are you going to the NDC?
Yeah, surely. That's the destination.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the African Democratic Congress was supposed to be the grand coalition to challenge the APC.
Yeah.
What exactly went wrong?
Well, you are a close watcher of political developments in Nigeria. When the coalition came together on the 2nd of July last year, it came with a lot of hope. People came together and Nigerians celebrated that people who can actually stand firm to put their feet down to offer Nigerians new hope have come together. We started from that moment till the end of the year, and coming into the new year, time started ticking, and along the line, legal twists were introduced in the matter. Somebody who resigned as a member of the NWC of ADC went to court to challenge something the party had done to his full knowledge. In fact, I have his post on the Facebook page, his own Facebook page, where he congratulated Senator David Mark for emerging as the national chairman of NDC, alongside with the national secretary, Areboshola. So suddenly he appeared and went to court, claiming that he was the rightful person to take over in the event of his colleagues resigning. But what he didn't understand was that only himself cannot resign and constitute himself into a national working committee of the party, because the entire people that were in that national working committee resigned. He also resigned. So he recanted and made himself a willing tool to be used to destabilize the party.
Right.
And he went to the court.
Okay, so this is what Oga Victor Ume said, but however, I mean, all courtesy of RS Television. However, let's take a listen to what's
well, I mean, thank you very much. I will be lying to say it didn't mean anything. No, these are two significant politicians, frontline politicians in this country. When you lose those two politicians, then you feel that you've lost something. But it's not a mortal blow, because what we're trying to do, like you said, is to build a broad-based coalition, a big coalition that will include everyone. So if at some point some players feel that, and there was a clear agenda, that was the reason we're trying to build this coalition. Our individual parties had been destabilized, and the only way out for us was to come together and form this coalition. That is one. Number two, there was a consensus among us that the direction the country is going is quite precarious. And the only way we can win election and rescue the country from the misrule of the APC is to build a party that is formidable enough and that can beat the incumbent. That's the idea behind the coalition we're trying to build. Now, these two gentlemen you've mentioned perhaps have a different idea of what the political party should be doing, or they have a different idea of the direction that the country should be going. So
but what sense do you have of what made them walk away?
Well, we've had all kind. I mean, I will refer to the statements released by His Excellency Peter Obi announcing that he was leaving the party as the only credible evidence that I have of why they left. One, he said the party was beleaguered by legal challenges.
Which is true.
Which is true. Now, but it's in spite of these legal challenges that we have built one of the most formidable coalition parties in Nigeria. And people were beginning to look at the 2015 as a benchmark, and they were hoping that we'll be able to do a repeat. Now, we're very clear. And we said the ruling party, the APC, the government will not leave us alone, because what they were trying to build is a one-party state. They are trying to create a situation that when we arrive at 2027, President Bola Tinubu will be the only candidate on the ballot. Now, everything they've done in between that, and Victor Ume, the Senator Victor Ume, outlined some of them, throwing these legal challenges at the party to create. We've stood against it. We fought it at every point. And that is what, if we are committed, we are determined, and we believe in multi-party democracy, and that's what we are fighting for, we will stay in an environment that gives us the best chance to win election. We are not going to, because we know, and I remember one instance, His Excellency Peter Obi was the one who said it at a coalition meeting, that look, once we present two candidates against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have given him a chance. So what has changed? So if the legal challenges are the reason that they have left, and since last 3 days or so, they've created the impression as if ADC is drowning in these mountains of legal challenges. The answer is no. At the moment, we have only 3 cases. And these 3 cases, without trying to be prejudicial, are all flimsy cases. And I'll outline the 3 cases. 1, The one that the Supreme Court referred us back to the Federal High Court, which is the issue of leadership, the Nafiu Bala one. And it is very clear, the Supreme Court is a settled case, that the issue of leadership of a political party is not justiciable. That is one. Two, the one by Association of National Legislators or something, saying that ADC should be deregistered because we did not win any election in the last election.
You mean the one that's been joined by the Attorney General?
By the Attorney General, very disgracefully so. Very disgracefully. Now, the question is that true? Is that a matter of fact that ADC did not win anything in the last election? The answer is no. Because the Abejide guy that just decamped to APC was an ADC member of the House of Representatives, which means we won an election. From the platform of ADC, we still have his certificate of returns. Now, you cannot sustain the argument. Then number three is the one that some state chairmen went to court recently challenging the Congresses. You know, that Justice Joyce Abdul Malik has. So these are the only three cases that we have. So, but they give the impression that ADC is in this precarious situation and it is destabilizing. Now, that is number one. Number two, he said, oh, there are situations within the party, you are not made to, you don't feel wanted, you are being treated like this. Come on. Charles, I can tell you, as the National Public Secretary of ADC, that none of the aspirants, none of the leaders has been favored by the party the way His Excellency Peter Obi has been favored.
Well, that's not the...
All right. So one reason I raise this conversation is for a couple of reasons. Remember what Dr. Catch said when Peter Obi left for the coalition? Remember what he said? He said Peter Obi told him he was going to leave. He met Peter Obi and RFI. I think it was in one Owerri event they went to. Remember Dr. Catch was here. And before Peter Obi announced he was even going to leave, he mentioned it here, that Peter Obi told him he was going to leave, that he said he will not support him because he told him that there is no way an Atiku will ever allow you to be a flag bearer in a party where he is. And then he also, Dr. Catch has said here before, that the coalition, according to him, he said is a Northern Power Bloc, or I don't want to say Fulani, but the Northern Power Bloc opposition aimed at taking power from Tinubu, taking power back to the north from Tinubu. It's not really about an opposition. And that they've said that before. You know, he said that, he said that here, and that he believes that there. Could that be the reason why the ADC did not or refused to zone their presidency? And with what Bolaji Abdullahi is saying, do you think Peter Obi actually made the wrong choice? Because a lot of people go, they talk, say, what's he make and Kukuma go the ADC before without knowing or understanding? Even when he talks to a person like Dr. Catch, we tell him when contact, say, in disobey, see saying go. What's he make and go? How could he not have been discerning enough to know that he will be treated such a way? I mean, he was about the last set of politicians to officially join the party among them.
Precious, you see,
the major problem, I say the rest of them don't consolidate. They don't gather momentum for everywhere.
Everybody is looking at it, looking at this whole situation from his own point of view, from the things that he sees. Let me tell you, the main, again, I go back to Fayoshe. The principality, according to what the way they describe it, the principality in Nigerian political turf today, the one that the Ooni of Ife called the tsunami, the one that Fayoshe said he ate everything, he ate the skin, he ate the carcass, he left it repeatedly. He said it. It's Peter Obi. So ask yourself, why is Onanuga always attacking Peter Obi? He won't say anything. Once Obi speaks, they go after him. Or Moka. Why is it Peter Obi? He came third. Why not Atiku? Why are you fixated on somebody who came third, who is only active in social media and so on? Why? There's something that they know, and you said it yesterday, that we don't know. You don't attack a man who is harmless, or who is nothing, who is a non-entity. You don't attack him now. You look for the one that is your problem, gone. So why? That question has to be answered. There is something that they know, because if you look at a former APC stalwart, Babacha Lawal, former SGF,
Yes. Mm.
he said that P2B won the election. He's not an Igbo man. He's from the north.
From Atiku State.
Yes. He didn't even say Atiku, his brother won. He said Obi won the election. So, but I don't, that's past. The point here is, I mean, I like Bolaji, you know, I like him. I praised him when he came, and I think he's sincere. And you can see the way he has spoken. But the truth is that if you listen to some other comments, there are two sides to a story. If you look at some other commentaries that I've heard, there was a decision, there was a discussion that this thing should be zoned to the south, that ADC should zone this thing to the south. And there were people who were favoring OB, looking at the calculus and looking at, you know, somebody who can present the stiffest opposition to APC. But of course, at the end of the day, some very influential people said, no, you have to throw it open. I don't, you know, at this stage, I think it wouldn't be right to be casting aspersion on people, Atiku or Amechi, because they are opposition. They still need themselves.
Let me quickly take the position of one of the NDC chieftains. Then I get to
first of all, I would like to say that Mr. Obi has a lot of followership in various parts of Nigeria in the 6 geopolitical zones. He cannot say that the chances of Mr. Peter Obi or the chances of the Southeast has reduced drastically. In fact, I'll put it to him, just within 24 hours of Mr. Peter Obi joining the ADC, over 10 million Nigerians registered into the NDC. That says a lot. Obviously, there's something he's not getting. What is strategy? If I'm a weak person and I see a stronger person that can lead me to where I am, I will follow the stronger person. He said something that those that cannot win election are following Mr. Peter Obi to enter a new party. Now, let me tell you, many of these ADC members defected into NDC within a space of 24 hours. Obviously, they knew something that he does not recognize. That means the person that has the capability, the ability to win the next election, that can take the present president out of the seat of power is Mr. Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Obi cuts his ideology and his type of politics, cuts across the young, the old, the elder. Every kind of person is a detribalized person, is a person that people from various parts of Nigeria love. I'm a Yoruba person. I'm following Mr. Peter Obi. So if somebody that is not from his own tribe is following him, why will people from his own ethnic group not follow him? So I beg to differ. There is no way people from the Southeast will not be proud of Mr. Peter Obi. They will be proud of him, and the chances will increase. Let me even tell you, there's something we call equity. Equity and justice. Nigeria is for every extraction. Nigeria is not just for maybe for the north, northeast, north central. Nigeria is for the south, and it is the time for the south. Even if it's a gentleman agreement, may so rest in peace, our late President Buhari, he finished 8 years. Now, power has shifted to the south. It is the right thing, is equity. There is no Nigerian that is more Nigerian than any other Nigerian. Nigeria is for every person. And to avoid things like chaos and a sense of being a Nigerian, then this is the time for, in fact, I would say it's time for the Southeast.
Okay, that's what she had to say. 10 million registrations within 24 hours. I like what Buba Galadima said in an interview with Channels Television. He did call on Atiku Abubakar and the rest people to join to build the party. But here is a few of what he said, a few things that he said.
Those that will be trapped in it. And so, I even want
Mr. Galadima, if I may comment.
Any wise politicians...
Yes. My apologies, sir. If you can
answer... wise politician...
Just a moment, sir. Because of time, I want to ask as many questions as possible. So, it calls to question the ability of the politicians themselves to be able to have foresight to see where the coast is clear or where the coast... At what point did you discover there were cracks? Because this is what you're saying on TV and what has been written out. But some people are saying, for instance, for Peter Obi, for instance, especially the APC are saying he shies away from contest. That happened in PDP, for instance, in the People's Democratic Party. When he realized he couldn't get the ticket, he went to the Labour Party, and it was easy for him. And then when there were issues in the Labour Party, now he went to the ADC. Now seeing the handwriting on the wall, perhaps now saying that, oh, maybe this contest may not favor me, whether it's consensus or primary, he has now left. And then your principal has now been put in the same boat. Is this about litigation or inability to be able to foster some level of political maneuvering to get the ticket of the party?
Is it about ticket? The vehicle is not available by the judgment. We didn't leave until there was a judgment setting a booby trap for everybody within the ADC. And this is why we are using this opportunity to call on the remnants of our comrades still in the ADC to come to NDC, where we will have a level playing ground, where all join us within a day, and where primaries would be held. And I'm particularly calling on former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to jump ship and come to the NDC such that there would be a level playing ground for everybody, because all of us are now joining at about the same time, such that there will be a free, fair, and transparent and level playing ground for contest to get the ticket of the NDC. And whosoever refuses to do that means he's the enemy of Nigeria by refusing, by scattling the youth.
Okay. Let's see if I can get a bit of
those that will be trapped in it. And
so I see what you're doing there. You haven't paid us for that commercial, but I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide, Mr. Galadiba. So, in rather very quick succession, from NNPP to ADC and now to NDC, it arouses curiosity. And there were reasons given by Mr. Peter Obi as well as Mr. Robbie Ukwankwoso, both former governors and former presidential candidates in different political parties. And the next election, they seem to be pairing to face the president. What really happened that Nigerians need to know that led to the collapse of what was looking like a strong coalition? Initially, coalition was a bit taken for granted, but somehow all of the persons who were able to get 6.1, 6.9, 1 point something million votes came together, and it was beginning to look like, well, we're beginning to look like a coalition that will give President Tinubu a run for his money. And now everything has collapsed. What happened?
Well, Jeff, I presume that's Jeff?
Yes, that's me. My name is Jeff.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And all Nigerians know that we are living in difficult times these days in the political front, that the government of the day and the ruling party decided to make Nigeria a one-party state. And in that effect, they want to assure themselves that the only way they can win election is to have a single candidate. That is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are allergic to democratic competition. So they have gone to town, in our own estimation, to destroy all political parties. They destroyed the NNPP. They destroyed the LP, that's the Labour Party, on which both Kwankwoso and Mr. Peter Obi had run in 2023. They wanted to disenfranchise them, and they congregated in the ADC with the hope. And that congregation in the ADC was the making of the president and the government itself. Because if not for what they did, I don't think some of those gladiators will ever come under the same roof. However, all that is history. Any sensible Nigerian, every intelligent Nigerian should know that the judgment of Justice Joyce Abdul Malik on Wednesday last week and the judgment of the Supreme Court on Thursday last week has completely disenfranchised the ADC as a viable political vehicle for the 2027 elections. Therefore, but I think I need to say something here, even though it is extremely confidential, that even before these judgments, some good Samaritans have, during our sniffing to find out what is happening, had advised us that we should better look for another platform. Why? Because they said that they don't think this judgment would be favorable to us, and that the ADC would be an available vehicle for contest in the 2027 election. So, we being wise politicians, as we are, and being masters of this game, started to look for alternatives, and now await the judgment. And that judgment came on Wednesday. That was the first salvo fired by Justice Joyce Abdul Malik. And for anybody to now know or think that a high court judge will pronounce judgment on an issue that is before the Supreme Court, you know that something is wrong. And that you better pick race if you have the legs to run. So we waited for the Thursday judgment. That happened. So we now started reaffirming our position to look for an alternative. And it is this alternative that culminated in us yesterday, the principals declaring for NDC party. So, and I would want to say categorically on this program that we had asked some of our allies in the ADC to really pick race and look for an alternative platform, because the judgments have sown a booby trap for all those that will be trapped in it. And so, I even want
Mr. Galadima, if I may comment.
Right. So let me take your thought.
Precious, let me, you know, this is an old man, a senior citizen. This is a man that speaks his mind. Let me tell you something. When Obasanjo was trying to capture the whole of the Southwest, when he was president, I happen to know, and this is privileged information, that everything that he was doing, all his strategies, somehow were leaking to Bola Tinubu as governor. So every plan that he was doing, Bola Tinubu was getting the information and was, working against it. There were people who were in government giving strategic information to Tinubu in advance what they want to do. So Obasanjo was surprised that a lot of the things that he did, Tinubu had an answer. So there are people in government who are sympathetic to the obedient movement. They are not members of, but they are obedient.
Do you think so?
Yes, I know.
I've not seen anyone in government, so most of them blashed back.
I know so. Some of them have come out in PDP in addition to say, although I'm a PDP member, although I'm an APC member, but I'm sympathetic. I'll give you an example. El Rufai's son is in APC. He said he's working for Obi. Iruebu Mazi Iruebu is in PDP. He said he's obedient. But what I'm saying is that there are people, I believe, Buba Galadima There are people, there are privileged. You see, there's so much undercurrent, so much higi-haga, political higi-haga going on. And if you think that these politicians are enemies because they are in opposing camps, you are making a mistake. So I think that they have gotten some privileged information. Let me give you an example. Look at the parties that they took to court that they say they want to deregister. If you look at them one by one, these are parties that were opening their doors and waiting, that either made contact to Obi and Co, or are waiting, or they had some discussions with them.
Including
So we are open.
PRP of the other day. I mean PRP.
Yes. It's not only PRP, ZPP, ZLP, and many others that they want to proscribe. And it's not just because they want to, because these parties have been there for long. Why is it now that you are bringing up those things? Because they want to totally make sure that, we'll so deal with them that they will have no place to go. With ADC, what I see happening is that they're going to stretch this thing and create a situation where eventually ADC will be a casualty and everybody who is in that boat will sink. Remember that Amupita has flown a kite. Remember that he flew a kite. He flew a kite, and some people are not taking it seriously. He has shown the direction, he might leak. He showed the direction in which something is going to happen. This thing that he did, what is it? Status quo antebellum. If you look deep, what I see is a trap. Bolaji may be right. I'm not a lawyer. Bolaji may be right, but you cannot predict the way the court is going to take its decision. And you have to appeal and appeal and appeal. You don't have time. Eventually, if they nullify, if they lose, that's the end of ADC. So you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
That's as if the judgment will even come before your deadline. That's another
So it's a wise thing. Obi and Kwankwaso were being very strategic. They've been very, very strategic.
So you think that from listening to Bolaji Abdullahi, you think that they really don't believe that Obi actually wants to be, that he's leaving because of the litigations? You think they believe that he's leaving because of another reason, not because of the litigations?
The litigations will be one of the reasons. Well, I have to believe Obi, that's what you say. The litigations will be one of the reasons. But again, like I said,
Obi is leaving for that reason.
That may well be one of the reasons.
Let me come in there, please.
Just 1 minute. The other second reason, if you look, I just told you there are views that Atiku has made. You even mentioned it in this platform. Atiku has given some conditions for him to step down, and those were very difficult conditions. So,
but we can't verify those now.
Okay, but it was mentioned. These are from the grapevine that we're hearing. We don't know. That's why I'm saying that the cost is not clear. So if the cost is not clear,
so that means for this Nigeria, we'll not forget politicians who really won't serve with their mind.
Let me answer. I want to say something.
What I want to say is just for 1 minute. If a plane, the control tower will not give clearance to any plane to take off if they feel that it's not right, it's not clear. If they suspect that the weather is not good, they won't tell you go and try. They rather ground it and wait until the signal is very clear. But there's no time for that. There's no time for that. So those who want to stay in ADC, let them stay. Those who want to go, let them go. But the problem is that, this is not how democracy is run. The APC is determined, and I don't blame them. They want to stay in power. So they're throwing in everything that they can. And this is just a signal. Even at the election, I told you here before, if you remember, that this thing is going to be bloody. With what we are seeing now, they are ready to do anything to stay in power. They will so snatch it, grab it, and run with it. This time it's going to be beyond, that. So Nigerians must rise up. If you want to change the system, you must take this as a challenge. This should be the last and final battle. Even if it's like make it be a martyrdom. We have to fight, and we can win if we are focused and if we are decided. If we up our game, we can win. It's possible to
Have
win.
you guys been doing what you should be doing? Have you guys been mobilizing people in your villages to register?
We
Or
are
you're just
trying. Some of us are
talking on
trying.
internet?
Some of us are trying, but that's the
Because you know
critical
you guys
question.
need
That's
to
a
take
good
it,
question.
you have to take it away from the internet. Where the Barrys? The Barrys, I
Okay,
saw you there before. Barrys, come and
let
give us
me
your
add
own.
to let me
So
come
go
in now.
ahead.
Let me come in.
Mm.
Yeah. You see, I listened to Rufai Hussaini when he, this afternoon. I tuned into the page and I was listening to him. He said during the Ibadan decoration, he said they wanted to. He said according to, because he said during the weekend he was going around the source pressing, see how he can get informations regarding what really made Obi to leave ADC. He said that the set of the people that came from the PDP, set of people that came, he said they were asking themselves questions. That they were like saying, okay, let's zone this thing. If it is zoning, let's just decide or whatever. He said some of the article camp refused to say no, they shouldn't
But
do
that
that.
one is no news now. That one is
Okay,
no
no,
news now.
I'm just saying that he said on that ground that day they were just trying to make that decision what to
Before they
do.
also all agree that they will have a unanimous say, candidate that they want candidate.
Yes. He said that was what they were. He said so. That's why when I said the other, I said so. If you look at it now, that Ibadan decoration, that was what exposed everything. They exposed everything to prove these people out that Atiku is not ready to. Atiku wants to clean into the tickets. So those people now became very wise. If you watch after that Ibadan decoration, you never saw Obi and Kwankwaso in their meeting anymore. So they stop immediately before that, the court the court make their decision. So the whole thing is clear already. In that area now, the whole thing now is cleared. It's clear. So Obi leaving that party, leaving that ADC is a good thing because it's a very good thing and is a step in the right direction.
But why did he join in the first place?
Okay, the reason why he joined, because let me put it this way. I don't want to use the word, I don't want to talk. Let me put it, it's more like a deceive. Like, it's like we all came
You
down
see,
and we
these are
came
the reasons some
together.
people said he's not discerning enough. How can you say somebody deceived him?
Let me say,
Somebody that
okay,
is
let me put
leading
it
the
this way.
country.
I know it's more like maybe we had an agreement now. We've agreed to say this is the way we will do it. If you see, and the way they came about it, they're okay, this is the way we'll do it. And Obi believed them to say okay. And I also said on this part, I said Obi is a smart man. So Obi on his own was also thinking that okay, we need these people. These people can change. We can all work together. We can work together. Let me see if I can persuade them. Let me talk to them. Maybe as we go along, these people will agree to say, okay, yes, okay, let's go ahead, let's do it. But he got in now, but he found out that these people are not ready to play ball. They were using delay tactics. It looked as if they were to trap him. So when he saw that the time is getting close and he's not getting the response he's supposed to get from them, so definitely, he go waka now. Now it is all free. They make the arrangement already. Other plans down the ground. The other plans down the ground already. So it's clear. So because Nigeria must be better. So that's for that. So don't be this one. I'm waiting.
With the look
Everybody
of
know
things
already.
right now, T.Y. Danjuma, with the look of things, do you think Peter Obi can see? You're muted, sir. Do you think Peter Obi and Kwankwaso alone, without all these other opposition bigwigs joining them, can win the election? That's the worry of a lot of people.
Okay, Precious, to just to rewind, to answer your question, you see, Obi didn't immediately resign from Labour Party. You remember? If you
Yes,
remember.
it is. Yes.
Himself and El-Rufai, they didn't resign from their parties. They asked for some time. And that time was massive consultation, looking at situation, studying the situation. In fact, I saw Arabam being one of the programs saying that Obi has not resigned from Labour Party. So you see, ADC was a coalition or is a coalition. And it has never happened that three major opposition elements, the men will come together. It was a good thing. So to that extent, they achieved something good. The problem was now in trying to sit down and, decide how they're going to tackle the issue of power. Who is going to be the arrowhead? That's the problem. And that was the problem in PDP. Now, if you wind back, you would see people, have said that Atiku has been in this game since 1992. He even contested against his mentee, his mentor. I mean, his mentor's brother, Yaradua. He didn't even give him respect to say, "Oh, this is my guy's brother. He contested against him. Now, after Buhari had ruled for 8 years, a Northerner, a Muslim, Atiku also contested. So if he had won, I mean, look at the optics. He still wanted to contest. And he contested. Just common sense. And just, what's the word? I'm looking for the word. Would have told you that, no, the North has ruled for 8 years. The South should rule. But he didn't. And he's blaming it on Wike. We now see that this thing that is Wike may have his fault. But that is not really Wike. Wike is not the issue. Because if Wike were the issue, what stopped him from saying, no, I support Obi? He's my lieutenant. I know him. I've looked at him. He's okay.
Atiku destroyed his chance in 2015. He destroyed his chance in 2015.
Let Obi go. Why didn't he say that? He's hiding under the excuse that Wike is Wike. Okay, now in ADC, where is the Wike that is causing the problem?
But remember what Dr. Catch said when they were forming this coalition. He said he will see how this will plan out. At least there's no Wike in this place now.
Yes.
And he will see how the ADC.
So where is the Wike?
We
blame Wike. We know that
I remember.
We know he's a bad boy. We know he's a garage boy. Yes, we know. We blame him. We know the things he can do. But Wike's hand is not here now. So who is he going to blame? You see, that's part of the problem. If you really mean that you want to take down a Tinubu government, and this man is a fighter, and he will fight with everything that he has gotten.
So the problem I have with the Tinubu's government and fighting for Tinubu, as we wrap up the conversation, I'm really tired, is that is it that it's going to be difficult to win Tinubu in an election because he's too good?
No.
Because
there's everything. You don't even need to campaign against Tinubu. The situation speaks for itself. In a normal country.
So why are we afraid that nobody can win him? If that's
Nigerians just need to come out on that day and protect their votes.
Why are we afraid that nobody can win him? Why is it?
No, I don't agree that nobody can win him. No.
No.
Listen, if he believes that he has done well, he doesn't need to capture all the things that he's capturing and still is feeling uncomfortable. He doesn't need to. Do you know what it is to have 31 or 32 governors? Whether they are hiding or whether they mean it or they don't mean it.
They have the individual. Just give me a second. Let me quickly take this call. Good evening,
they have money now. They have the money to influence people.
Money to
influence people. Security votes and money.
Good evening, sir. Welcome back. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, I want to answer to the man who said P2B is taking the Igbos backward.
Okay. Go ahead, please, sir.
Yeah. You see, the leadership of Nigeria is not meant for Hausa or Yoruba alone. And it's not meant for Atiku because Atiku said it before that it's through him the Igbos will become a president.
Yes.
And that is what the man is saying because he's saying because he himself is annoyed. Maybe he has something to lose. I'm following Peter Obi. Not for money, not to gain anything, not to run for an office. And I believe a lot of people that are following him for a better Nigeria. Because if we have a better Nigeria, everybody will be happy. People will not be begging you. You will not be scared of moving in the street. So that is the problem. People are following people. Not because of anything or because he's an Igbo man or because he's a Yoruba man.
All right, sir.
So I believe the man is not right what he's saying.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you better think well what he's saying.
All right, sir.
It's not more problem in Nigeria than is dividing the country. Because there's people like me, I want one Nigeria. Because even if Nigeria divides tomorrow,
we will still get problem now. I have said this several times here, so it's not in any division.
You go to Imo, they have people like Rocha, Sokorocha, and the rest are not on, what do they call them? The president governor, all of them are great. Anywhere you go. And Nigeria have to think one thing. These governors, they are giving money after they retire. I will always think, if, like Rivers State, we have 10 governors, 10 retired governors, what are we going to do for our budget? Because they will siphon all the money. People will look at Abia, where Oti stopped that nonsense. That is why all Jews of color and the rest are fighting him.
All right,
look at what he's doing with the money. So thank you, Precious.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. So why don't
Precious, one more thing I want to say and I'll close because I know it's early morning.
Yes,
you know, one other accusation they brought against Obi is that, oh, he doesn't want to contest, he's afraid of. Listen, how can you say somebody is afraid to contest? Somebody who went for presidential election, beat the president in his home state, beat the APC chairman in his state, beat Atiku, beat APC even in Aso Rock and in Abuja and so on. And you say the man is weary of contesting. I don't understand what they're saying. The man does not want to be involved in that kind of politics where money, buying a form for 100 million, or 200, and then giving people dollars and so on and so forth to vote for you. Is carried out. That's his policy. That's the man he is. You can't bend it. So when they begin to say, oh, he's afraid of contest, but he went for presidential election. Is that not contest? Didn't he win? So, but they will all find all kinds of things to throw on this man. It's not sticking. It won't
When
stick.
they are saying that, they are saying he did give them money. He did not give them bribe. That is why that's the other word. That's the meaning of that word. He didn't give them bribe. You come and share dollars like the rest of them. Go visit all of them, rand, give them pocket money, brand envelope, rand. So when you do that, they will start saying, maybe they will even say it's not even enough. Let me go and collect from Mr. B too. At the end of the day, they will dump them. So that is it. That's the other word for it.
There is still time for ADC to make amends. There is still time, even as bad as things may look. There's still time for opposition to find and see how they can think. If Atiku believes in Nigeria and he really is serious about changing the government, he can still talk to Obi. They can come to an agreement. They can still fix this thing. Because if that is their goal, but if the goal is personal, I want to become, do you know what it would have taken Kwankwaso to concede to work together with Obi? So if the people are still thinking of self, and they are not looking at the larger picture, and they are not saying, let us do it, it's very, very clear that there are people who are just, I don't know, I just want to be careful. The ADC, to sit down and see Obi and Kwankwaso leave, they made a big mistake. And they should blame themselves, not Obi and Kwankwaso.
Did you listen to Dati Baba Ahmed? Did you listen to Dati Ahmed? Precious.
Which time? The one he had last week or recently or today?
Recently, I think today. He has joined his brother now.
I know.
He has joined
in therapy. He says so.
Yeah, you listen to the interview.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is what he said. He said he was the one that advised Obi to pick either Kwankwaso or Erufai. He was the one that pointed them to his way. So, but he is feeling bad. He is feeling bad because Kwankwaso is more educated and more senior to Peter Obi. But he doubts if they will be able to, if there will not be problem at the end. That they are open, they can still work that's they can still work with any of the party that will come that will want to work with them as well. So that was what he said when I listened to his press conference with his brother. I was like, what? So that, like I would say, yeah, I still hope, because Atiku still have time, like Tiwa Dajuma just said, still have time now to make amends, to redeem himself. Like Buba Galadima said, they should come to NDC, come and join us, so that meaning come and join us and
So
support
are you
Obi.
saying that if Atiku pairs with somebody like a Wike, Amechi, he doesn't have chances?
Precious, nobody knows those people. Nobody knows those people.
Why you think say they don't know them? You don't see Amechi grassroots strength.
Precious, nobody. You the Nigeria now. You they read the atmosphere of that. You know Nigeria pass us. But maybe we they see different. We they don't be waiting. We they see where we they see every day.
See difference.
And is it different? You know how you just want from say nobody won't even see, because I said it the other. Amici is still part of the problem as well. We still look all this thing. Amici still get his own fault for his all these things.
I have a problem though. While we wrap up, oh gosh, you guys will not kill me in this show. I have a problem while we wrap up, right? How possible is it to stop the current structure of corruption in Nigeria? In case you guys don't understand, see, corruption is in another level. And please, this is not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He even started before him. He even started before the APC rule self. But it be like, say, every year, every time, the thing they increase, they add power interim. You guys have no idea what goes down within the departments, ministries, and agencies. You understand? The rooted corruption.
Now all of them make they don't want to be for them. I mean, the fight make Obi not take power.
So the problem be say, it can't make Nigerian problem. They like say it did too much. You go fist stop them. So
Obi go stop
for instance, containers they come in, all those custom cuts and all that. Who go stop those things from happening? Who won't stop them?
Precious. Leadership is critical. There's no listen. If you take the way a man has administered at the local level, I know you can't compare it to a federal level. The strategies that he adopted, such that he was able to get information from every part of his state. Instantly, he would know what is happening. He knows the people to reach. If a man was able to go to be a governor in a state where at a particular time you have all godfathers who will pull down anybody, you had crime very high, and given his tenure, the place became extremely safe. Crime went down, silenced the godfathers. There is a question of strategy. You see, you can't address these problems in 1 year, or in 2 years, or in 3 years, or in 4 years. But you can, people would see progressively that, progress is being made. It's behavioral. You can assess it. You can see that, okay, we took the first step. Now we're on the second step. You can see a progression. You can see that things, yes, are moving. That will give people confidence. Government exists to make things better, not to give excuses, not to make things worse. So if you are a government and you're supposed to solve problems and it's getting worse, listen, let me ask you, Precious. If Tinubu were to be a doctor, a medical doctor, I'm sorry, I'm personal. I'm being personal. Let's switch it. Let us say Nigeria is a hospital and somebody is sick, and you want to go and see a doctor, and Tinubu is the one that is a doctor. That is, if you take the thing that we're seeing, will you go to him to treat you?
I played the
Or if he's a pilot, will you go to him to fly you?
So before I plead the fifth, I'm not going to ever fly. I'm not going to fly. I'm not going to fly. I'm not going to sick. It is not my portion to be sick. I'm not saying it's not my portion to be flown by Tinubu. I say it's not my portion to be sick. And it's not my portion to travel and fly. I don't like flying.
Okay.
I have phobia for heights.
Okay.
Good.
But Dr. You will look for a doctor that you are sure can treat you.
You know,
and
they
you'll
say
be
we
well.
should not wish anything we don't want. So that's why I say it's not my portion. I don't go sick. So because I will never be sick, there will be no need for a doctor.
Okay,
No, it's not true. It's not true. You everybody they tire. You will need to go and see doctor
You won't
once
kill
in a
me.
while.
You dey wish
May
me
I add
sick.
another layer?
You want to
Precious.
kill me?
Let's say, Precious, let's say you get
No,
business
I'm
now.
not
You
going to
get
answer. I'm not going to end the show. I
wait
don't tire.
now.
I am
Wait,
not
you
doing
get
again. I'm not doing
wait
again.
now.
You're not going to ask
Wait.
someone who go answer.
You
Eh?
wait now. Let's say you get business where you they run. Business where you they
Uh-huh.
run. With everything
Uh-huh.
where you they see. So you will carry that kind of person. You say me come manage your business for you.
What do you mean by that kind of person? Somebody who manage accounts for Mobile, Deloitte. What are you talking about?
How do you ask you question? I don't
You
measure
ask me
anybody.
question.
I don't.
The problem is I don't get company. And I
Okay.
don't need accountants. I don't need
Oh.
heads. Then I need accountants. I will consider the risk.
You don't they pack well now. Fear don't they catch you now.
My brother. My brother. Now what for you?
You see what I thought? Allegedly, I not talk. So because of you,
now what
you
for
see the way I did
you?
they talk.
Now what for you? Me when not get strength. Now what for you? Hey, God, I beg you.
Wahala
Guys,
day.
I
We
want to say a big
just
thank you to you
have
guys. It's
to.
unfortunate that that's what we are in this country.
It's,
Very,
it's,
very
it's a
unfortunate.
shame.
Very,
It's
very
a shame.
unfortunate.
It's a
I
shame. We
feel
shouldn't be
very
here at all.
embarrassed that I'm telling you. I feel very embarrassed that this is where we are. But then again, it is what it is. I hope, say, I don't even know, but I don't even see any change even happening, sir. I don't even see any change.
The change will come when we have the right leader. When we get the right leader.
The idea for this election that you people are looking for is not even for us to have election. I mean, there's a reason why we want to have all the structures by ourselves, because as my people, they struggle for structure, because now structures they win election, not be the votes of the people. Unfortunately, maybe that's what they think. I guess so. I'd like to say thank you to you guys. I beg, make I go 3 a.m. around this time, 9 inch they fly. Make I go before they start to fly.
This woman.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Siwa Danjuma.
No,
Thank you so much.
no vex. Would they stress you too much? Though?
No, it's okay. Oh. It's okay, no problem. Mona Shani, they ask me jam question one, no get answer for. Thank you. God bless you.
Try and rest, okay?
I've had a very terrific week, honestly. I didn't want to come on today, but I said, I almost not see me yesterday. I not see me today, and I go just wonder whether you understand. You understand?
I go tell we can make you find some contract for you.
I'm not gonna take. You have no idea who you're dealing with, but you should have a little idea of who I am. I've gotten jobs that I denied. I don't like to make mouths, but I value my peace of mind and my integrity. So you see my name, I value it to anything in this world. So I'm not gonna take. I'm comfortable with the small one I have. I don't have all. That's why I'm still using Palasa phone, but I'm okay with it. I'm fine.
Okay, I hear you.
So no worry. Tell your brother, make it give you the contract. You need them so they go.
No, I don't need them. I don't need them. I know what trouble.
You don't need them. I need them. Abi.
Make you give him, no, your brother now. Make you give him Pekin and.
Well, not be my brother now. From one talking be query. We'll be different people. Thank you. Good night and God bless you.
Good night. Thank you. Good morning, rather. Thank you so much.
Good morning. All right, sir. Thank you, Nigerians. I'd like to say a big thank you to you for always joining this conversation. And let's continue to speak. No matter how pressed we are to be silenced, let's continue to speak. But be wise about how we speak. But ensure that we keep pressing the right demands for this country to get better. Because if you better, now for all of us, it's better for. If you know better, now all of us go to suffer. Whether within Nigeria or we Japa, go anywhere we did. The betterness of Nigeria go spill over to us for any country we did. The worstness and the rottenness of Nigeria, it will still affect us for what we did. So make we continue to pray. Because whether you like them or not, anything happen for that place, you go first remember say be Nigerian before you be person who nationalized for those countries. So it is very important for us to keep praying and pressing on and walking the talk for this country to be better. Those of my brothers in the diaspora, I beg now, we're gonna talk to our family people. Beyond us talking here, let's put in the work with our family members. Let them come out and register in the political parties that you tell them to register. Let them come out and vote. Let them be wise to know that no matter how they price them, they should not sell their votes. See, how many people they won't keep for Nigeria? If everybody come out, say, we're ready to vote, so person or stand, make our votes count, nothing will happen. The reason why there is this bit of chaos is actually to disturb your mind so that you know will come out in your numbers. But you need to come out and do that which you're supposed to do as a Nigerian. I love you guys and I appreciate you. Please don't forget to share this post. It's very important. Kindly share, like it, like Nana. Just one button you go press, you like them. If you've not subscribed, there's only one button you press and you subscribe. So please do that. Like and share, subscribe, follow us like your village people. I love you guys very much. I see you tomorrow. Protect your mental health, please, because while I need to finish for Nigeria. Good night and God bless you. Bye.